All right. Oh, my hair's doing weird stuff. Oh, no. Oh, well. Oh, well, tough crap. Anyway, hi. A little bit of chaos to start the stream, because I do that here. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hi. I'm a practical eccentric, and I'm here for Dreamlight Valley, because it's Dreamlight Valley time all the time right now. I signed on for this life. Yeah, I feel like everything's set up correctly. I started poking at some new tools that have become available, and I plan on poking at those tools for serious next week, because I have taken the week off from work next week to focus on some stuff that I would like to work on for content creation and other things. One of those things is taking down my Christmas tree, because the goal is to get it done before Valentine's Day, and I will beat that goal, as I always do, because I give myself plenty of time so I don't go insane. Normally, I would have taken a week off post-holiday sooner, but timing just didn't work out. So my tree has been staying up a little bit later, and that's okay. I actually told somebody at work today that my tree was still up, and she was like, that does make me feel better, because she's got a wreath still on her front door, and I'm just like, yeah, I got more than a wreath. So anyway, yeah, I kind of had a lot on my mind, both good and bad, and just, you know, trying to remain positive. Like, I'm feeling positive and I'm feeling good about things, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world at large. I know there's a lot of stuff going on for a lot of people. I know there's a lot of things that people are stressing about, and not to say I'm not stressing about those things too, but like in my immediate bubble, I'm feeling pretty positive, and I'm trying to spread that out. Like, how can I energetically spread that positivity? Because I don't want to become a pit of doom. And one of the ways to combat the pit of doom is by trying to spread the positivity around. Like VD, I'm going to spread it around. So, anyway, how about we start with a quote of the night? And then we can move on to all of the things that I have to deal with in this game. So the quote of the night is, expect the best, plan for the worst, and prepare to be surprised. And that's from Dennis Waitley. And at first I was looking for quotes about hope in particular, because, like I was saying earlier, I know there's a lot of heavy things happening right now. And it's hard. And it's hard when you know that, like, people you love are being affected, or people that you don't love. I'm actually a fan of believing in love for people, just people in general. I feel like there should be more love. We should be expressing more love. There could be more kinds of love, forms of love. And so, you know, I may not love them as intimately as I do, like, my husband or my parents or my kids or my friends or the people I work with or the people in my city or country or continent. You know, like, let's, you know, make the bubble bigger and bigger and bigger. But it doesn't mean I don't have love for, you know, the planet, human beings in general, just energetically. And so I was looking for things about hope. And I didn't want to get into too heavy of a subject. Like, there's a lot of heavy subjects right now. But I wanted to focus on hope, but, you know, like, I don't know, not as detailed for fear of getting into doom and gloom. So I liked this quote because it pertains to my bubble and how I have felt and dealt with things in the past. You know, expect the best hasn't always been my strong suit, and I know that when things feel heavy, it's usually not anyone's. Like, you know, you're not hearing terrible news and then being like, I expect the best. So that can be tough. even if you aren't feeling heavy, but especially if you are. And then planning for the worst, I do that a lot. Things have been a struggle for a long time in my bubble, let alone outside of it. So I feel like I'm better at planning for the worst because I feel like the worst could come at any time. So I feel like that's always been easier for me than expecting the best and preparing to be surprised. Because there's another quote that I almost picked about life going on, and it's true that life is going to go on, you know, whether or not I'm part of it or whether or not the major things shift and change, and, you know, things will continue, and inevitably the pendulum swing will tip the other way. It may not be as long as you want it to be. It may take longer to get it there than you want it to, but I am a firm believer that things will be surprising and hopefully for the better, particularly if things feel heavy or hard or like they never will get better. I know that cycles exist. I know that pendulum swings exist. I know that like push and pull exists, equal and opposite reaction, all of those things. And so I really liked this quote for no matter what point in the cycle you are in your own little bubble or in, you know, your immediate vicinity or things that you are concerned with or invested in or are thinking about. Sometimes it can help to know that nothing is permanent. Things keep shifting and changing. And if things seem dire now, hopefully that means that the shift is going to go back into the more positive state, I guess. But yeah, just a lot going on and a lot to think about. And I'm trying not to feel guilty for being in a positive state myself. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when you have things going well, if nothing else, just mentally feeling good. Sometimes when you hear about things that are devastating or things that are hard for others, it can lead to a sense of guilt, but that doesn't help either. Like feeling guilty about that stuff, feeling guilty for not being as down and out is not helpful either. That's not how we can help pull people out or help or do things or find ourselves able to take action. I find guilt tends to be stifling in a way that makes you unproductive or unable to move forward because you feel like almost paralyzed by not knowing what to do. So I'm glad that I'm currently feeling positive. I have had my own moments where I am not that way. And so I'm trying to consciously like stay positive and spread the positivity around. So anyway, apparently that was heavier than I had anticipated. I mean, not heavy, but like more for serious. Like I've been feeling like not giddy this week, but like feeling pretty good about some things. Like there's plenty of suck. Not as much suck as could be, but you know, there's still plenty. Like I'm still having like chronic back problems at the moment. My knee is starting to become more and more problematic, which is great. I'm just loving that. But like mentally, I feel like I'm in a better state than I usually am at this point in the year, and I'll take it. Because I know that means it will lead to other stuff that is positive and good and helpful and healthier. So anyway, let's focus on pretend world. Shall we? Let's give ourselves a distraction. Let's, you know, do something not as serious. Because there's probably plenty of serious to go around tonight. So let me get my stuff all set up. I'm trying something on, actually, can I do that? Can I do that in here? Can I test something? Will this do this here? Oh, it did. Aha! So The new tech stuff, and this is going to make it quick. The new tech stuff is Stream Elements, which is, they're not a streaming software. They're like streaming, or they're like content creation add-on type things. They have different, like all kinds of different stuff. One of the things they have is a chatbot. And the reason I even know about chatbots is because I got into Twitch first, and it's a big thing on Twitch. And I got it all set up on Twitch, and I was streaming on Twitch initially. And then I couldn't figure out, like when I started multi-streaming, I'm like, I don't know how to get a bot on both channels, both Twitch and YouTube. So I'll just leave the YouTube stuff for later. And I don't think that kind of stuff is as prevalent on YouTube live streams. Not to say I hang out in a lot of YouTube live streams. A lot of streams happen when I'm like at work, which is really tough for both Twitch and YouTube. So it can be really tough because a lot of times I just end up lurking. And so I was like, well, I'll just leave it be. For all I know, chatbots are prevalent on YouTube, but I'm just not aware. But essentially, it's a way for you to have like information or like little messages pop up, like the one I just did in the YouTube chat, which is !lurk. And then it's, you know, says a little thing about we love a lurky-loo, because we do. We love our lurkers. But Stream Elements just recently released a new, what do they call it? It's not a widget. It's something. I don't remember what the technical term is for the thing they just released. But it allows, you know, more integrated multi-streaming stuff. It unifies some things that I still don't have unified doing the multi-streaming that I was doing. So it's exciting, but I'm going to have to like look at it, like not just be like, ooh, it's a thing, but also just like dig into it, which is one of my assignments for next week. But I was like, ooh, I think I can set up a chat bot for YouTube. So I am testing that this evening. So if you end up typing in the chat and like weird stuff begins to happen because of bot, just know I'm troubleshooting, and technical stuff is always stressful for me. So, yeah. Anyway, that was longer than I meant to explain, but just in case anybody's here and decides to chat and something weird happens, it's because I was like, I think I can make this a thing tonight. And sometimes when I have a whim like that, it works out well, and sometimes when I have a whim like that, it's like, uh-oh. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at the shop real quick. I did go ahead and buy this. This is a skin for Goofy Stall, which makes me wonder if they might do skins for other buildings and stuff eventually, which a few streams ago, I think we were talking about how I wouldn't mind seeing different skins for some of the villagers' houses. And the reason I went ahead and got this skin, besides the fact that I got my reward for, what was it, the New Year's DreamSnaps, I've been thinking about making the docks of Ancient's Landing, like that area where you first come into Eternity Isle if you're coming through the castle, into a fish market. And so I was like, oh, look, a skin to make it look kind of like a fish market there at the docks. So anyway, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about the application I would do with this. So I don't know if I'm gonna get this Night Castle wall. Usually stuff comes back around eventually, so maybe I'll think of something like, okay, I'm not gonna show you my dream snaps for this week because I was so stressed. I was like, I have to have at least an hour to an hour and a half to do the dream snaps, film it, and then I have to edit it and get all the stuff done so that I can make sure it's ready for Friday. And I'm not sure about this timing. Like, I wonder if I need to flip-flop my dream snaps with my decorating series, because I, for some reason, thought that dream snaps started on Tuesdays, which would give me Tuesday to kind of plan things out, Wednesday to comfortably film, Thursday to edit, you know, like maybe Tuesday, Wednesday to like comfortably film, and then Wednesday, Thursday to edit, and then Friday to post. it's not that way. That comes out on Wednesday where I'm at. So I think I was starting to see like people in different parts of the world posting a day before, like, because their time zones are that much further ahead. So they were showing things earlier than I was getting them here. So I think my time got thrown off by social media and my lack of paying attention. So, and then I saw that this fireworks display, I think, was on sale for the New Year's, and it's now back up to full price. So I think that's interesting too. But there was, what's this week's DreamSnaps is the Lost Forest. So you go for a walk in the forest and lose your way. You find yourself in a strange, beautiful place. What does it look like? And well, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I did. You can wait and watch it, or I will show you next week when I'm probably like, look at my DreamSnaps from last week. But a few weeks ago, there was a shop item that was a basket, like a goodie basket. They had like bread. It looked like, I think, from Beauty and the Beast. So like a little basket with like baguettes and stuff in it. And now, granted, that's not full on like Red Riding Hood. I did not do Red Riding Hood, but kind of that idea of being in the woods with a picnic basket, like making your way through a spooky wood with, you know, like a basket like that. And I didn't get it. And of course I wanted it for this, for this DreamSnaps. So, oh well, one of those things where it's like, if I had just known, I might have, you know, I think ideal me would get everything eventually. Whether or not I have to wait ages and ages to be able to afford it, that's another story. But I did commit to Ariel's Royal Bundle, and the reason I committed to Ariel's Royal Bundle is because there are plants I want to use in particular. And I actually started thinking about it because I've now also got all the filming done for my third decorating series video. I still haven't, it's got editing and stuff to do. It took me 3 mornings because I could only film like 30 minutes at a time, and before I had to go to work and kids getting ready for school and all that. But I started looking at the bundles and I'm like, okay, there's something in each of these bundles that I really, really want. Like there's this flower arch and then like a hedge in here that I really want. There's other stuff that's cute. And then I want this little projector thing, and I feel like there's like these little bean bags are really cute, and like this little blanket thing is really cute. Anyway, so there's things I want from each of the bundles. No bundle is like, oh my gosh, that's the one, over any of the others. But I went ahead and committed to Ariel's Royal Bundle because I'm working on the inside of my house first, and I feel like the plants in this bundle are things that I'm going to use sooner than the other 2 bundles. And if I keep submitting into DreamSnaps and doing fairly decently, then you know, there's always the possibility that I won't, and that's fine. And I still have a decent amount of moonstones. I'm always like saving them just in case something like really, like, I must have that comes out. But these 2 plants, I feel like I might use. I think they might end up going outside too, but depending on how big they are. And I haven't even looked. I like this window too. Anyway, so I went ahead and committed to it because I feel like the applications might come up sooner than, oh Lord, what are they doing out there? I do want to place these and see. So I'm really excited to edit this DreamSnap that I have filmed. Oh, look, they're not even that big. That's cute. Yes. This makes me want to go swap them out in the room I just finished. They're a little too fancy for the room I just finished. I will tell you that the room I just finished is the mud room. I really wish that I had I had the ability to put like a second door in the room, even if it was just for show, like a decor object, because I wanted to imply like there was a way to get like almost like a back door or a side door or something that a mud room might have, because right now it's, you go into the house and there's the foyer, and then the room to the right is the mud room. And I didn't want to make the front room a mud room, but that's the only door that goes to the outside. Those are really cute size. I feel like I'm going to be able to use those. It's exactly why I got them. Anyway, But yes, so the foyer was the first room I did, and then the parlor was the second room. And those both felt like kind of formal, traditional. I'm picking without a gardener. I need a gardener. Do not rob yourself of coins. You are not a gardener. I don't want to have to go in a place. I should go get his quest. Maybe I'll just go up there and then see what we do. All right. So those first two rooms were great starter rooms. They helped me feel a little bit more confident about getting started decorating, but also not so like didn't feel like pressure. Like I feel like my art rooms are gonna feel like pressure, especially after deconstructing my original one. There's another one. Like some of them I'll feel a little bit more like I'll care more about them. All right, bon appetit, Donald. I feel like I've given Donald food before. Special delivery order for you, and this one's going to be tough. This one's for Donald, and just a heads up, he can get cranky if he doesn't get his food in a timely manner. He ordered a variety of desserts. Okay, so this is probably him getting desserts as a preemptive for apologies, if it's the same quest. I'm not sure what the occasion is. You'll have to ask him. What do you think? It's a great opportunity. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. Yes, I know all about the wrought iron. All right, so the third room I've done is a mud room, and I don't know, it's the first room that felt more like something I like something lived in. I like lived in looks. I like not pristine looking spaces. And I feel like this is the first room since I've started doing this series that feels like that. So I'm pretty excited about it. After I got done doing it, I was just like, I really like this room. I mean, it's not even that like special of a room, but it was fun to do. And I like how it turned out. I still don't, you know, it's not like it's perfect or anything, but like, it was fun. And I really like being able to use a lot of eclectic stuff. And just, you know, just having fun with it, as opposed to feeling like, okay, this is a foyer, it's really simple and basic, and there's not a lot going on in this room, especially since it's not multifunctional like a lot of real people's homes are, where rooms are multifunctional. Like my living room is also essentially a mudroom and a foyer and the front hallway. Like, it's because my house is not huge, and so I don't think I'd even really refer to it as a mudroom, apart from the fact that that's where people take off their shoes and coats and stuff, and that's the space I have for it. But I have a tray for the shoes, and I have hooks for coats, and that's my mudroom. So,
I'm so glad you trust me.
but it's also the foyer because it's the entryway to my home. It's also, the equivalent, and apparently, just FYI, there is a difference between a sitting room and a parlor. A sitting room is less formal and more for like family, and a parlor is more for like formal entertaining. Interesting. I haven't been over here since I took out Maribel and who else? Buzz. Since I had moved them away. What the heck? There is lots of very loud stuff happening outside of my home. Outside of my home? Outside of my room. The room I am in. All right. Just go inside the restaurant and get somebody. Don't be a... Is it in the restaurant? It's not in the restaurant. It's in Scrooge's shop. Just go in and get someone. Stop being stubborn. I can't remember if I've been around to all the Scrooge's shops yet. I don't think I have today. I did gardening this morning, and I did buy that stuff from the premium shop. There she is. Come here, you.
Hi.
Let's hang out. And oh, that was something else I want to do. So I might make time for it tonight. I might do some spreadsheet work. Is this what I want to do? Do I want to do this right now? I know I used some stuff up. from my DreamSnaps this week. I don't want to do this right now. Anyway, and because it was set outside and it was about the woods, I was actually looking for some very specific trees and other stuff to decorate with. And I couldn't remember what they're called, so it made searching for them more difficult. But I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to get it into my furniture spreadsheet. Because I think that's where I'm putting all of my decorating items. And I'll make a new category for, like, what is it called in the menu? It's like landscaping or something. And that way, if I need a specific name for something, I can use my spreadsheet. Because my spreadsheet is supposed to help me. There's also something about the act of writing or typing something out that helps it stick to your brain better. Stick to your brain? Is that the right way to say that? Sure. Anyway, I've done Daisy's challenge for the day. Okay, I have my gardener. So it's pumpkin time. One of the things I really want to do tonight is work on tasks. So once I get these pumpkins dealt with, I will actually, instead of doing scouring, I will probably switch to tasks because I would rather get tasks done and get more Dreamlight. In fact, I think I got enough to buy a second floating island. So that's nice. I wouldn't mind seeing what it looks like, you know. But I'll still need 30,000 more points to get the last two. And then I'm going to need to start saving up for the inevitable release of more floating islands because I'm pretty sure their game plan is to do that. I feel like at the announcement of it, the announcement trailer video thing they did, what do they call that? Do they call it a summit? I don't remember. Anyway, where they said, hey, floating islands are a thing that's coming, they implied, if I remember correctly, that they were going to do that for all the biomes. And then when they actually released them, they said something to the effect that, like, more may be coming, or, you know, depending on how they go, or something like that. Like, depending on how the community received them. I would like to think there's enough hype for, like, some of the stuff people have been doing is just massive. They are also on the bottom of my spaces list as far as my decorating series is going. I do need to figure out what I want to do for my next set. So floor number 2. I thought about doing some more, like, activity type rooms. Like rooms that you could invite guests over. So like a game room, a TV room, the sitting room, things like that. A sitting room could work outside of a set of bedrooms, or like 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. I feel like I'm going to have multiple bathrooms and multiple bedrooms, and I might go for themes on those. Like I know we have like a couple of different theme things from Little Mermaid, where there's an Ursula kind of theme and then an Ariel kind of theme for bedroom and bathroom kind of things. So I know that there are other things besides those, but those are the 2 that particularly stick out in my memory. Because I did a bedroom at one point. In fact, it might still be decorated in my home. I don't know. There's definitely rooms in there that are going to have to get repurposed from what I had them done as originally. But I'm trying to think of groups. Like, I think I might do a library and a study room, and then maybe an evil lab or something like that in on the same floor, you know? Like, if I can find 3 or 4 rooms that go together. My craft room, I'll probably have to have 2 floors for craft room because I have enough resources. It depends on the chest situation when I get there, but right now I believe I have 4 different rooms for my crafting resources, and what I'll probably do is those floors will be relatively easy because only the first room you come to on the floor will be decorated, and then the rest of them will be storage. The kitchen will probably be like that too. Although I might do a kitchen and dining room because I feel like there's only 2 rooms currently for foodstuffs. Food and then fish and seafood, I think, are the only 2. I did have a room originally set aside for meals because I thought I'm going to cook and make all kinds of extra meals. That has never, ever happened. And I realistically don't think it ever will, which is fine. Especially now that we have Tiana's cart, you know, that kind of stuff where it's just like, do I really need to have a million extra meals? No, I don't need that. So I could repurpose that room. I also thought about having like a little breakfast nook, something like that. I did think about, and I'm not sure if I still want to do it, but like maybe on one of the top floors making Shay Lilith. Because every time I do a restaurant thing for Remy, the mobile thing, he says, you know, one day you should open Shay Lilith. And I'm just like, maybe I should. Like, you know, like a skyscraper restaurant, you know, where you have the restaurant at the very top. And it's all exclusive up there. But I thought that would be funny if I made a Shay Lilith. So it's an idea. I'm not sure yet. And I thought about doing multiple, you know, like a couple of floors of activity type things, and then some bedrooms, and then another couple of floors of activity type things, and then another floor for bedrooms. So, I don't know. But I'm gonna have to think of something, because next week I gotta start working on the second floor. I feel like the kitchen might make sense as far as like having the kitchen kind of near the front of the house. The bottom of the house makes a little sense. But that would mean the second floor would get done fairly quickly though. And I don't know, would I want the kitchen? Well, I might want the kitchen in that like the front room, the one that you enter when you enter a floor. Because that way, if I need access to a stove, it would be the most convenient. And I don't know how much I want to sacrifice convenience for aesthetics. Probably don't. If I'm being honest, because I don't want to set myself up for my own, like, sabotaging myself. I don't need to do that. So I might put the dining room in one of the outer 3 rooms. But I'll just have to think about it. I have time still. Because if I can get the mudroom edited and posted on Monday like I'm supposed to, then I'll have a week, you know. I'll have more than a week to kind of plan out my next rooms. Because that's part of what I want to do next week as well, is work on making those videos. Because I can do those a little bit more in advance. They're not really time dependent. Ugh. Not like the DreamSnaps. The DreamSnaps are short turnaround, which is why I'm almost thinking about flip-flopping their releases, but we'll see. Ooh. Come on. Oh, good. All right. It's the end of that. Yes, yes, yes. All of these. Panic. Panic in the streets. All right. Oh, well. It's fine. They put a question out today about the different types of bonus crops And they were like, what do you call them? My first thought was, oh shit, or something to that effect. And the first comment was something like, I don't have a name for them. I'll just say the noise I make when it happens. And it's, ah! And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about when I saw that question. So I thought that was pretty funny. I thought it was funny that there were several people that actually had names for them. I got one more day. Tomorrow is meeting heavy, though. I tell you what, I've got like a 2-hour meeting in the afternoon with a lot of people. It's a big group that's meeting. And then I have some stuff going on in the morning. More small group stuff, but still important. So, yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be... I'm hoping, like, the bits in between the meetings won't be... Oh, and there's another meeting in the afternoon. I don't remember. But anyway, Friday's gonna be kind of jam-packed. And I'm already kind of like, are we at 5 o'clock on Friday yet? Can we just skip ahead to that?
So many dreams come true.
It's alright. Plant. Alright. So this is why I needed the missed points. I'm at 43k right now, though, so that's pretty good. Oh, hi. Are these apology desserts? Preemptive apology desserts, sir? Is that what this quest is? Yeah, these desserts look delicious. Yep. Okay, so I'm not gonna read the dialogue. Yeah, they're apology desserts, so I'm not gonna read it. We've already been there, done that. Okay. Here's a tip. Thanks a bunch. Fantastic. Now leave me alone. Oh, and look, Remy's right there. It's almost like they... Oh, Remy. Get out. You know what? I bet if I do this, that I can then do... Talk to him. Excuse me? Can I not talk to him? Would you No. Aha!
Hey, it's you!
Why wouldn't they let me talk to him in the garden? For when he loses his temper. Yeah. Raw iron. Thank you. And then tell me about Shay Lilith.
Amazing!
Ooh. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Hello, Owen. How are you this evening? You're doing well. I've just finished dealing with gardening situation. And need to figure out what I'm going to do next. I think I'm going to predominantly focus on tasks tonight. So I can get some Dreamlight up by Maribel. So I'm not going to worry too much about the bonus stuff from the companions. Because I'll be switching to different things with tasks. I might take like somebody around with me. Just so that something gets doubled every once in a while. But I'm not super concerned about quantity tonight. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to being on the other side of the workday tomorrow because I have all of next week off. So I can focus on stuff. A lot of content creation stuff, some stuff around the house. Hopefully my children will not be off of school. My youngest is already saying, hey, they might do a school from home day next Tuesday because it's supposed to be like single digits, maybe even negative. And yeah, that's delightful. So hopefully they won't be home too much where I feel like I have to focus more on their school stuff versus the stuff that I'm planning to do for that week. I mean, it's less stressful than if I have to do like my job work from home and their school stuff from home, but and they're gonna be off on Monday, so they'll get 3 whole days. I might not even do anything on Monday working wise, just maybe we'll do something instead. Although if it's too cold, we might do something like watch a movie. That might be our big activity. And, you know, cozy blankets and warm beverages and that kind of thing. But, oh, thank you for the love and support. That's very nice. Hopefully you are not freezing where you are. It got up to 40 today. Super exciting. Felt like a heat wave. Okay. What do I want to do next? I want to look at my task list. But yes, we're going to pendulum swing back down again, temperature-wise. I feel like it's going to be mostly teens next week. Yeah, it's 41 right now. Oh, I'm sorry, 39 right now. The high was 47. And tomorrow the high is 50. And then we go down 24, 15, 17, 22. And then back in the 30s and low 40s. So who knows? I'm not planning on going many places next week. So it'll be okay. But I've got stuff I want to do. So, all right. Task list. Feed a critter. Add 3 decorations to the Forgotten Lands. Harvest 3 gooseberries. Mine 4 rock spots. Bring a friend their favorite gift. And find 1 time-bending gift. I might, now that I'm thinking about it, I might get a time bender because if I'm going to get anything doubled, is there anything that's more important to me right now? Mining, no. Fishing, no. Gardening, definitely not. Because I've already done my gardening. Gathering is always a strong contender because there's so many different things that count for that. But I'm not hurting for that stuff in particular, resource-wise. So yeah, maybe a time bender. Snippets. So, pretty happy you met me. Well, that's nice. I'm happy that you found me and feel like this is a place to hang out because that's the whole point, right? All right. Who's a time bender and where are they? That is the question. Yeah, it's funny because normally the star path isn't quite as long. And I looked at it the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, we still have 20 days. I don't think it's that now. What is it? 19 days. So I must have looked yesterday. But yeah, it's kind of funny because I'm just like, oh, that's still quite a bit of time. Hopefully people are getting through the long star path, the duties. So Daisy, Flynn, Merlin, Mushu, Oswald, Stitch, and the fairy godmother. Ooh, can we find the fairy godmother? I'm being picky now because I want the fairy godmother. I probably should just settle for whoever's close. Well, Mushu's right here, and he won't be like big and obnoxious coming around with me. There's not many characters that are like, I mean, Maui's kind of, you know, a large presence. And then Gaston is also Sully. So, easy to talk to. Well, I'm glad. I've heard that before. So, it's nice to know that that's like that. I don't know. I like to listen. And I like to, I don't know, have real conversations, I guess. I guess that's probably the easiest way to describe it. So good. All right, you.
Watch where you're going,
come here.
Dragon coming through.
Let's hang out. What do you want as a gift? Did it say 2 gifts? I think it might have said 2 gifts. Magma, Pearl, and Red Falling Prince Demon. Well, that I can get for you. The other 2, hell no. All right. All right.
You just say the word and I'm there.
This, you can have this. And then I'll give somebody else a thing. I need to feed a critter. So the easiest would probably be a squirrel. Nope, I'm done talking to you. All right. 4 rock spots in the Forgotten Land and 3 decorations in the Forgotten Land. Okay, that's easy peasy. Let's see if I can see a squirrel. Well, great. I'm glad you do. Are you playing Dreamlight Valley tonight? Or are you focusing on something else? I'm just surprised I'm still, like, in the mood. I feel like I've been hitting this game pretty hard. I think one of the reasons it's lasting so long, because I burn out really hard on video games sometimes if I play them too much. And I wouldn't say I've been playing, like, this isn't what I do with every spare moment of my day. But I feel like the stuff I'm doing right now is pretty varied. Depending on, like, streaming, obviously I'm doing this. But, like, in the mornings, I do some kind of maintenance stuff, but then I'm also focusing on some content stuff. And so it's very different, even though it still involves this game. So it's nice. Hopefully I will not burn out for quite a while, because that would suck when I have motivations to make content right now. And plans. Okay, I need to do what now? Change outfit. That's what I was going to do next. Okay, V. And then we will do my normal put glasses on. Sometimes I take glasses off. That is also my go-to move. All right, and then we can do this. Nope. We can do this. Dreamlight Valley is your life now? So are you still in questing mode then? Or are you also just doing, like, bide your time, gather resources to prepare for the next thing? Because there's always a lot to do, even when you don't have story stuff to do in this game. Depending on, like, your goals. You know, that kind of stuff, where it's just, like... I feel like even when I was playing it before, but didn't have, like, the decorating goals, like, there's always felt like things to do. Now there just feels like there's more to do. What was that thing he wanted? Was it grilled fish? I think that's what I saw. Grilled fish. Was it a grilled? No, it was just grilled fish, not grilled fish entree. And I feel like no matter how much prep work I do, I'm still gonna need a bunch of crap. Next update comes out. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll just be able to... I like having enough stuff to where the questing just can happen. And it's not as much, okay, stop and start getting all the materials together. Yes. A bauble? Did you just refer to the food I gave you as a bauble? That's weird. Everything is taking you a while. Be there where 4 characters add. I'm not sure I understand. Usually I can decipher. Have you been playing since it came out? Because, yeah, it seemed much simpler. And now there's so many characters. Because... Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because there were 4 characters added. I feel like I should just look at people's stuff and see what they want, because I know I need to do one more gift. Who is close to me? Scrooge, Eric. What do they want? What do you need? All right. He needs... Oh, you can't have Darkwood, you greedy shit. All right. That's all for me. Who else did I see? I thought they were also in this list. It's a bit early for me to be losing track of what's happening in this game. Who was that? Scrooge. What the hell? Ruby. Well, one of them can have either clam juice or a Greek salad. Been playing since it came out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it felt like there was a lot. I mean, there was a lot of story stuff, especially to do right at the beginning. But it felt like a lot to do, and it's just gotten bigger. All right, he wants clam juice. What is in clam juice? Is it just this? Okay, that's good. I'll do that. And then he's right here. A Greek salad, probably. I don't like making stuff with clams. Anything that's a pain in the ass to get quantity of. Like, somebody was posting how much... There was a fish entree that sells for, like, 10,000 something a piece. And they were making it with here and there fish. And, of course, they showed massive amounts where it was, like, multiple millions of coins to get it. or to sell it. And I was just like, I don't have enough patience to get that many here and there. Like, no. But good on you for finding out that entree makes that much money. That's crazy. Well, thank you. You're very nice. I appreciate it. So are you still doing Star Path stuff then? Or story stuff even. Did I not give him his thing? Here, take this thing.
Good day to you.
I have something to give you. Did I not give this to him? I did not.
Oh, how you do? Oh, greetings,
Yes, yes, yes.
neighbor.
You're welcome. All right. Was that a second gift? Did I not need to give 2 gifts? I thought I needed 2 gifts. All right. Apparently, I'm already losing track of what I'm supposed to be doing. All right. Let's go ahead and go up to the Forgotten Lands then and get mushrooms? Not mushrooms. Decorating and 4 rock spots. Oh, I accidentally had him come with me. That is what happened to me. Okay. I clicked the wrong button and then I went into full autopilot. Still working on the Star Path. It's a long one. I'm glad they gave everyone so much time because some of those duties were nuts. I mean, not nuts when you think about the fact that they gave us extra time, but I hadn't registered that at the time that I was doing those quests, and I was like, uh-oh, these are intense. Like 30 of something, 15 of other things. It was just a lot. So, I'm not talking to you, squirrel. And then I ran up here like a ding-dong. Oh, that's right. I stripped all the stuff out of that little nook. I was like, why does this suddenly feel so empty? Scar hasn't lived here in a long time. All right, so let's go ahead and plop down our favorite chests for credit for decorating. Look at us go. Yes, yes, yes. I actually really liked how my DreamSnaps turned out this week. I didn't get a chance to work on it yesterday morning, but I did get a chance to see what the DreamSnaps was, so I could think about it throughout the day. And it gave me a really good, you know, place to start when I got home, because I came home and I was like, okay, after dinner, I have to be able to go and work on this so that, because I only had yesterday to film it, because I had to edit it today. So my husband was like, yeah, that's fine. And so that's what I did yesterday. And then I got the editing done this morning. It took me a little bit longer, but I also dickered around when I probably should have just focused in. But thoughts about the upcoming updates? I am excited about the upcoming updates. I grew up in the era of Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid and Lion King. Like, that was like pre-teen era to early teen era. And then Little Mermaid kind of kicked it off. I was still elementary school at that point. But I know I've said it before. I always wanted to be a mermaid. I was on a swim team when I was young. My parents used to joke that the only day that I didn't want to be in the pool was the first day they put me in the pool, and then they couldn't get me out. So that was a big movie for me when I was young. And then, of course, you know, it's not like it's a secret that that was kind of like the resurgence of Disney with that kind of period with Beauty and the Beast, and then Aladdin, and then Lion King, and then, of course, all the stuff that came after. The stuff that came after kind of petered out for me as I got older. Not to say I wasn't interested in it, but I wasn't as excited about it as I was when I was a kid, right? So, looking forward to Aladdin. Kind of wish it was the genie. Probably not going to be. If they did the genie, they would have, they would have to use sound bites. I don't know if I could, or someone who sounds so much like Robin Williams to convince me, because I love Robin Williams. And it would hurt my heart if it didn't sound right, you know? But Aladdin and Jasmine would be fine. Abu would be fine. I've heard people speculate on both Aladdin and Abu. I'm really interested to see what the whole teaser for the Alice in Wonderland and the Cheshire Cat is, because I do love the Alice in Wonderland story. Not just the Disney version, but just in general. And then I'm really looking forward to the rest of the Veil content. And trying to think, did they tease anything after summer? Can't remember. Could go look at the thing, and that would tell me. All right, so 500 star coins, 5 vegetables. Okay, so that's gonna be, let's pop down and get mushrooms and then go back up to the peaceful meadow and take care of some of that other stuff. A lot of people guess it's same characters. Oh, Skull Rock is the other thing I'm really excited about. I'm super stoked about that. And I'm guessing Peter Pan for that, which I would be happy with. Or a Peter Pan character. It'd be interesting if it was Hook. I think that would be interesting. Especially since there are crocodiles in the glade. Anyway, what was I going to do over here? I was going to pick mushrooms. I know I can track those things. I feel like the tasks, like it's helpful to be able to track the tasks. I almost wish I could track multiple things though. Because once I get 3 mushrooms, that's it. And then I have to switch to another task. It just seems like effort. Okay. Have a daily discussion. Did I already talk to Mushu? I don't think I've talked to him.
Look who it is.
Tell me about dragon things. You want to know what it's like to be a dragon? Well, I am the expert. Ask away. Can you breathe fire, or can you fly, or do you know the great stone dragon? Can you fly? Can I fly? Well, I suppose that depends on your definition of fly. To quote one of my fellow small villagers, I have occasionally been known to fall with style. That's awesome. I love that. Do I have to play Scramble Coin tonight? I might. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Their teasers are... Sometimes their teasers are convoluted, but I feel like they were pretty direct on some of their path things. But, like, the hat could be either Aladdin or Abu, because they both wear the hat, right? It's a bigger hat. Like, it's about the size of her crown, or, like, little tiara or diadem or whatever it's called. So I don't think it's Abu. And I still think Abu would be a good skin for the monkeys, you know? What am I doing next? I could go... Oh, that's right. I was going to go up to the plaza. And I was going to get gooseberries. And then I was going to say yes to that. Catch 3 fish in the peaceful meadow. Okay, so I'm going to go plant 5 vegetables. And then I will catch fish. And then maybe we'll go down and try and get kingfish. Although it is raining. So it might give me fugu if there's orange bubbles. I think kingfish come out of orange bubbles too, right? But yes, I'm super excited about Skull Rock. Since it's been in the game since the beginning. Well, thank you. You seem very nice. I think Skull Rock's the summer too, right? Did they say anything past the summer? I'd have to go look at the roadmap. Maybe I should just go look at the roadmap. Because then I could stop saying, I wish I could remember what was on the roadmap. I should just have this bookmarked. DDV official roadmap. 2025. 3 planned, yes. Free update. I'm seeing somebody has a picture of Peter Pan. I wonder if people dug into the code. You know? I try not to look at the stuff when people dig into the code. I've seen a few things come up. Premium shop stuff. Nope, that's 2024. Why aren't you showing me the newest one? Why is that happening? Ugh. Sometimes Google is not very helpful. Can I see official? Try to be a gentleman. Well, that's a good thing to try to be. All right. No, don't show me the old one. I didn't have this much trouble looking it up before. Maybe I'm using the wrong term. Nope, there it is. Okay. So, yeah, it's just summer. So Skull Rock and the rest of the Vale is in summer 2025. We've already done December and November. And then, yeah, see that hat for the teaser for Aladdin is big. It's not an Naboo size hat, so I bet it's Aladdin. And then the Cheshire Cat. I'm looking forward to that. I think that was one of the things I had to get from the premium shop was there were like, not topiaries, they were like fountains and other gardening, like almost like a maze, like what you would have for like a really fancy hedge maze. I'd love to have more Alice in Wonderland themed stuff though. All right, I have now planted 5 vegetables. All right, and I didn't have to water anything because it's raining. Get it. Get it, Stitch. Play your little ukulele in the rain. Alright, that's one. I should have kept track of how much Dreamlight I had at the beginning. I meant to do that. I was gonna put it, like, how much Dreamlight can we get tonight? I want to say it was 16,000 something. And now we're at 18,000. So, I'm gonna write that down. Start approximately 16,000 plus. Ooh. Crumb on my desk. No, thank you. What the? No. It was a crumb from dinner, so it had a little sauce on it too, and now my desk has sauce on it. Rude. It's my own fault. Noticed at 812 equals 18,165. Okay. So we can get an approximation of how much Dreamlight we got during stream tonight. Now, the other trick is remembering to, like, look at it tonight. Because I really don't need to buy floating islands. I want them. And I want them to just be unlocked and done, you know? So, what I can do is I can wait till the end of the stream and see if I mean, I can obviously purchase one already. But then, if I'm very lucky, maybe I'll have enough to buy 2 or more. Because I think there's only 3 more, right? So, 3 decorations to the Forest of Valor. Mining 4 rock spots. Is there anything easy to sell? I could sell the cherries and stuff I just got. Is that going to be enough? Perhaps. I hear you talking about family, Stitch. I hear you. I could sell these. I could sell these. I could sell these. I don't really want to sell anything else. I feel like I have a lot of rainbow trout. Balls. Is that enough, though? I think I don't need all 500. Ah! 478. For real? I don't think the lettuce will cut it, but I can pick it and sell it and see what happens. just buy some of this, buy your raspberries, and then sell them back to you. Hi, Beast. Oh, that's right. He likes the rain. Beast is very sweet. Sell 1 mineral. All right. Oh, it stopped raining. Fantastic. I'll do this. Wonder if I have enough.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody is left behind.
That's right, Stitch. I don't know where you are. But Ohana means family. Making me feel sappy every time you say that. Keep meaning to look and see if there's any movies coming out that I want to go see. Like, start planning for this year. We live in a city that used to have, I don't remember how many drive-ins we used to have, but we used to have multiple. And then it dropped down to like 3 for a while, and then one of them closed, and now another one of them closed. So there's only one drive-in left in town, and I feel like we need to make a big push to go there more often, because last summer we didn't go at all. And I'm bummed out that there's only one choice now, because the only one that's left has only one screen. The other one that closed had 2. And then the one that was before that, I think they had 4. So I know it's like a trend that less and less drive-ins exist, but it, like, I really hope they don't plan to close it, but it's still kind of scary. Oh, I'm glad that you don't mind asking questions, or me asking you questions. I like, and you don't feel obligated to respond. It's mostly just, you know, like, I yammer a lot. So, and sometimes I can be one-sided, so I try and remember to ask questions so that I don't feel like I'm just talking at you. Night Thorns, Decorations of Valor, prepare a 5-star meal. So, but don't ever feel like obligated to answer. It's like I said, I don't mind lurkers. I lurk frequently. So, because I like having stuff in my ear. And honestly, a lot of times when I'm listening to people, I'm at work. So I can't converse and chat and stuff as frequently as I might like to, which sometimes is why I don't spend a lot of time in live streams at work, because I know that being a streamer myself, lurkers are not a bad thing, but sometimes I feel like bad for not conversing. Depends on how big the chat is. Sometimes chat can get overwhelming in big streams because there's so many people trying to talk. But what was I going to do next? Decorations. We will do our easy peasy. But I also appreciate you chatting back, because I mean, especially when, like, it's just nice to like bounce things back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's what chatting is about, right? Sharing thoughts and ideas and just observations with others. It's always nice. Well, maybe not always. Depends on who you're talking to. And it depends on how much bandwidth you have, too. Because sometimes conversation can get exhausting. Like, especially if you're an introvert. Like, it can get exhausting, you know. I work with someone who's very introverted, and she never goes to any of the, you know, kind of group things outside of work. She never, like, sometimes we'll go out and have, like, appetizers and drinks and stuff. Usually, like, once or twice a year. And there's, like, some company parties and stuff like that, and she never goes. And I think she gets overwhelmed by the group and feels awkward, so she doesn't go. and the head of our library is always like, oh, make sure she's not going to the thing. And I'm like, well, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure she won't, because anytime I ask her, she's like, no, I don't go to that stuff. But it's still polite to ask, you know, because you never know when somebody might change their mind or want to step out of their comfort zone too, so. Oh, man. What am I doing? What was I doing? Dropping off stuff? Am I already dropping off stuff, or do I care enough? I might drop off this dirt just because I'm going to run past it, and then I'll go down to Dazzle Beach, and then... Ooh, look, more dirt. So I'm super excited to get this mudroom decor video edited. I know it won't be the last room that I'm like, this room, I mean, I wouldn't say it's me, but like, it's more me than the other two rooms were, and I was surprised how happy it made me to have it decorated like that. It made me happy in a similar way that my craft room had made me happy, where it was just like, because it's kind of busy, it's got a lot of stuff in it, but I don't know, there's just something about it where it just feels lived in, and I didn't expect it to affect me as much. So that was a pleasant surprise, because that's another reason I'm doing this, is because I would like to have my spaces decorated, and, you know, overthinking it, feeling intimidated by it, worrying that it's never going to be good enough only keeps me from doing it. Oh yeah, I forgot, Ursula's house isn't here anymore. This is the first time in a long time that I've seen this part of the beach empty. And Moana's here next to her fish stall. Maybe I should move Maui. I kind of wish... I wish there was a little bit more beachfront over here for Eric's castle. I don't really want to block out Dazzle Beach right now, but now that I have Donald's moved out, Ursula's moved out, Stitch is still here. Stitch could be over here. I wonder if Moana's house would fit over here somewhere. Like here, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Because now that I have less people on the beach, it might be nice to relocate people. Because Ariel wasn't difficult to put over here. But when Eric came, I was like, oh, I want him to be right next to Ariel. And this was like the closest without it feeling super crowded. But then you go right around the corner and boom, there's Moana. And then boom, there's Stitch. So I feel like I might want to flip-flop some people around. And just... I don't know. I like the idea of having a surfing area. I will eventually get the the Stitch, the beach kind of bundle, the 4,000 point bundle, because it's got lots of really good items for making like a little surf shop. And that'd be great. So, well, good. I am loved, by the way. My boys are very loving. They have very affectionate kids, and then my spouse. We joke that my spouse is the sap. In the relationship, I tend to be the drier of the two. But he's the one that well, I mean, we both get emotional. It's not that. It's just he's the one that tends to be more lovey-dovey than me. I end up being a little bit more practical a lot of the time. A practical eccentric, if you will. But he's very lovey, and I wouldn't say he's like a hardcore romantic, but thank you. I am glad that I do not come off as someone who does not deserve love. I had a lot of anger issues for a long time, dealt with lots of anxiety and stress and depression, and it manifested in a lot of anger. Not to say that that was the only thing that I did. I mean, we're very rarely only one thing at a time, human beings, right? But I did deal with a lot of anger issues through my 20s and early 30s. And those were some hard times, though. Lots of stuff was really stressful, and lots of things that were going on didn't have clear answers and didn't have them for a long time. So the not knowing and a lot of assumptions led to a lot of frustration, stress, anger, depression, that kind of stuff. So I tend to, and it's kind of funny because my husband also had anger issues when he was young, and he was a short kid and got bullied a lot, and it, you know, kind of left a bad taste in his mouth. And one of the ways, you know, he grew up a decade before me, and so there was even less assistance for kids bullying other kids back then. And so his answer to that was getting angry and fighting back. And I think that, you know, leaked into his young adulthood. And it's funny because recently he's been like, you know what, there's a lot of stuff I just need to let go. He's been in a long journey to let go of anger issues. And it's mostly like external, like inanimate object frustration kind of things, but like, this cup is against me. It's like, no, it's not. You know, not to say it's all trivial stuff, but a lot of it's just, you know, getting angry at just generalized frustration. And he's let a lot of that go, but in the last few months he's just been like, there's a lot of crap I don't need to waste my energy on. And it's not like he didn't know that before, but, and I'm like, yeah, I've been letting a lot of that stuff go too. You know, like, there's only so much I can control in the world. And there are things that I can do to help things that are bigger than me and, you know, affect more than just, you know, me and my bubble. But sometimes when things feel overwhelming, focusing on what I can control, what I actually have influence over, what I will directly affect, is the best way to kind of just recenter yourself when things start to get big or frustrating, or, you know, all of those negative things. Did I get no kingfish? God dang it. All right. Well, that's frustrating. Maybe I really don't want to use a fishing potion. All right. Well, that was a wash. Win at Scramble Coin against Hades. Well, good. See, happiness is... Okay, so it's a joke, but I've said it for a long time, because I am also very crude. But happiness is like VD, and spread it around. I like juxtaposition type things, so I like one of my favorite things in horror, I think, is like stuff that's cute and creepy. So like think like dolls, kids, things like that. I like that kind of stuff. It's not the only juxtaposition where things can be, you know, kind of at diametric opposites, and especially in horror. But anyway, I like that kind of stuff. I like having, like, if I'm in a role-playing game, I like having tiny characters that are like barbarians or things that hit things really hard, because I like the thought of like something really tiny beating the crap out of something really big, like a troll. So I like stuff like that. But yeah, so that's why I think that it tickles me so much to say that, like, happiness is like VD, because VD is generally not something you want to spread around, but... And I've been saying that for a long time now, and it still makes me chuckle every time. I have a weird sense of humor. All right. Where are we going next? What are we doing next? I don't want to do Scramble Coin. Is Hades even around? What level of Scramble Coin does Hades do? Because some of them are more difficult than others. Well, he doesn't look like he's here. Unless he's in a restaurant. Or the shop. Alright, is he anywhere? I don't see him. So... come on, Hades. Show up. Well, maybe if I go in and out of a shop. Okay, I'm gonna go in and out of a shop. Wait, look, a shop. Alright. Oh, hi Daisy. I forgot to strip out this stuff. So the outfit on the right is an outfit that's a hodgepodge of pretty much anything that she requires for her challenges. And it's actually starting to normalize out again. For a while it looked really weird. I mean, it's not like, I don't know if I'd put this outfit together, but it's not looking terrible. There was a few permutations of this outfit as I've been like, oh, I need something for Moana, or oh, I need, you know, something rustic or whatever the labels are, where it looked really bizarre, but it looks okay today. So tomorrow it might change completely, but I don't really care what it looks like because I go in there and I do the bare minimum so I can get the points for the day. It's my motto. And now I'm gonna have the Muppets in my head. Thank you, brain, for giving that to me. Still no Hades. Click. Nope. Sometimes you can click them again and make them appear. I wish you could just... should I try and travel? He's in the Vale. Maybe I should just go to where his house is. Is it here? Is it the statue shadow? It might be. All right. All right. Time is up. Oh! Okay, Donald. Is he with me? He shouldn't be with me, right? Did I accidentally ask Donald to travel around with me? Why, hi, Hades. Okay. We're going to attempt Scramble Coin with Hades, but he might be a pain in the ass and I might lose painfully. Because I don't like to think too hard when I play Scramble Coin, so I don't always do well. That's my own fault.
Hey.
If I cared more, I'd try harder, but I don't, so I don't. Level 2! That's not bad. Alright. And... ooh, I didn't realize I got Wally. At the end of the movement, he pushes all nearby figurines away by one. Okay, and he does the charge thing. Okay. Until an obstacle or the side of the board is hit. I don't know if I'm going to pick him. I don't know if I want to think too hard. Usually I pick these. Who else do I normally pick? Might pick you. And... I probably should use more jumping characters, but I really just don't. I'm not gonna. I refuse. Ooh. Hi. What do you do? The moves improve every... So does he gain a move every time, every move he's on the board, or every turn he's on the board? Interesting. 8. Wow. Turn 2. Okay. Collects up to 3 coins from adjacent tiles at the end of her movement. Whoa. Rapunzel seems overpowered. Okay. Corners, corners, corners. I guess we'll go in this corner. Olaf can go anywhere on the board? Really? He only moves 2. But maybe... I haven't played with him yet. He's my newest figurine. I guess I'll go back here. Okay. Ooh. Well, Scrooge is getting screwed. Well, we'll go here. Excuse, oh, I have to put a person down. I have to put a thing down. If I do that and that. Okay, I'm gonna put Lumiere here. And then... Oh, I meant to do something different because I got distracted. Okay. Oops, that's my own fault. Oh, well. Oh, I can't go that far. Ha ha ha. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Damn. Anybody else think Rapunzel's overpowered? Is this one mine? Am I purple? I'm yellow. Okay. Brains and stuff. All right. Well, we'll do this, and then we'll do... Is this turn 5? No, it's turn 4. Okay. Kind of want this one, though. Oh. How am I kicking his ass that much? Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't stop. Whatever you're doing, just stop. Okay. Now, if I could turn back time. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do... Nope. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this square. God dang it. Poop. All right. That's fine. Eve can't get it. Also fine. This is turn 5. All right. Please win. Stop. Stop. Everyone stop. Okay. I was like 28 to 29. Ooh, I got lucky. Okay. Yeah. How long is this? Oh, God. I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have looked. That was a mistake. I'll leave. That gives me 2, though, right? Gives me 2 duties? All right. Oh, it doesn't count because it was a duty on the... Mother humper. All right. Oh! Where the hell did he go? Come here. So angry now.
Everything cool?
No. Let's hang out, little shit. All right. I didn't realize it was gonna... Well. Best laid plans, right? Self-sabotage, my favorite game. Yeah. Yeah. Although, you know, if they did release Hook, that would give us a lot of male villains right now. I guess we have... What female villains? We have Ursula. We have Mother Gothel. What other female villains do we have? Do we have another one? Or it's just those two? Well, Maleficent will be one. So that's 3. But then we have Jafar and Scar and Gaston and Hades. Who else do we have? Is it just the 4? So if we did get Hook, that would be another male villain. All right. So do I still have both of those? Hey, look, Scramble Coin. Against Hades. Will it count because I just played him?
Nice.
If I beat him again?
You killed me, not really.
It may not. I'm gonna be mad if it doesn't. I would not be surprised if it didn't. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try hard. Who else? Did I have Donald? I don't care. Doesn't matter. So peeved at myself for getting that wrong. So annoyed. Well, it's just one of those things I don't remember to check. Like when I switch between the worlds, the duties, I just don't remember. Because I don't do it that often, you know? Alright. Where do I want to put Olaf? I kind of want to block you off. I'll put Olaf down here. Although I feel like maybe I should have done that coin first, but that's fine. Go tuck yourself into a corner, sir. Hmm. Can I participate once again in self-sabotage? Well... Come on. Down we go, down we go. And then coins all up there. Dang it. She's gonna take the 2 that I was gonna go get. Yep, there she goes. Oh, that's right, she does that. I forgot. He might beat me this time around. Oh. Oh, I need to do this. Okay. Here and then here. Here. Okay. I'm gonna do terrible at this part. Oh, are we already this late in the game? What? And now I wish I had a jumper. Damn. Now, I'm tempted to take Scrooge off and, like, replace him with someone like Lumiere. But I'm also worried that I'll need the coin he produces to beat... who is this? Hades? To beat Hades. Because Scrooge really doesn't have any coins he can get to. And even if I could do one more... I can't go over a character, can I? I don't think so. And I can't get to here. See, if I jumped, I could get there. Donald really isn't going to help me. Lumiere really couldn't help me much with him. I can go up here, I guess. Skip. No, I need to switch Lumiere for Cogsworth. And then we'll go up here. Not that that's going to help me at all. And then Lumiere can go here. And Olaf can go there. I don't think I'm going to win. He didn't switch to Jafar this time. That's interesting. Yep. I don't care about the ranking points. I care about... And I didn't win, so it doesn't matter. I'm still mad that I screwed that up. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm supposed to win. Trying to decide if I want to give it one more shot and see if I can beat him. Again. Again, I'm not really great at Scramble Coin. It's kind of like... I know I would never be a... like master chess player, but I'm sure I could play chess better if I wanted to. Both my husband and my dad are really into chess, and I've just never been like, I just can't be bothered to be better at it. Like, I know there are things to be learned that can help you become a better chess player, and I've just never had a desire for it. I'm sure like my dad would have loved it, and probably my husband too would have loved it if I was into chess, but I'm just like, just never had a deep-seated desire for it. And it's not even the fact that, like, even if I did get better, I don't know if I could beat them, because they've both been, like, my dad's been playing for a long time. He used to collect chessboards, and my husband really likes, you know, planning out strategy and stuff like that, so he's really into that too, and I'm just like, meh. Alright, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna go have my break. I don't know if I need another drink. Maybe. But I'm gonna go take care of all the things, so if you also need a break and need to take care of all of the things, then maybe I'll see you back here in a few minutes. And if not, have a lovely day, night time, all of that stuff. And I'll be back. All right. There we go. Oh. Hello, CJ. Oh, you missed on Sunday's stream? Hopefully you're still in here. I was on my break. But I'm glad you made it. Yeah, it's a different time, so it's interesting to see who shows up for which ones. I'm sure everybody's schedules, and some people's schedules aren't even the same week to week. I lived that life for a long time. And then I lived the always working life, too. So, all right. Am I going to do the scramble coin again and see if it gives me credit? If I win... But if you are still here, welcome, welcome.
Good.
Hopefully you're doing well this evening. What time is it where I am? It's currently about 9 o'clock, just before 9. I am in Central Standard Time. So I'm not sure what the difference is for you. That's the other thing. You know, having access to a potentially global audience makes it interesting to... And I've had that with content creators. I've been interested in where they're like in a different time zone, so they're always like streaming really early in the morning or late at night or something like that. And I'm like, well, I'm never gonna get to go there. I'll just have to watch the video afterwards. Although now that I've been reading more books, well, listening to more books lately, I haven't been catching as I'm gonna have to like catch up on a bunch of content. But I'm reading a well, depending on how you view it. I tend to call it reading just because it's still books. But listening to a collection of short stories, and I've been really enjoying them, so that's nice. Although I have to probably do the second book in the series. I did a really big book, and then I was like, okay, I have to have a break. So then I picked short stories. So I might have to go back to the second book of the series. So 2 hour difference. It's 11 there. Oh, okay. East Coast. East Coast. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're a night owl, but if you are only here for a short period because you are not, I appreciate you taking the time to stop in and say hi and all that. I am... Who do I want? I don't want to think too hard. I'm just not going to think that hard. I'm just going to try again and see if I get lucky. So I'm trying to work on tasks tonight and concentrating specifically in the valley because I need the Dreamlight points. And I have 2 duties. I have win a scramble coin and win a scramble coin against Hades. And I couldn't get him to come to the valley. So I went to the Vale to get him, completely forgetting that the tasks were tied to the valley duties. Played him, beat him, and then didn't get credit for it because we were in the Vale. So I took him with me back to the valley, and now I'm not sure if beating him is actually going to give me credit because I've already played and beaten him today. And I played him again already and lost. So I'm going to try one more time to see if I can beat him. I probably shouldn't have put Scrooge in this corner, but whatever. And if I can't beat him, then I'm just going to say screw his, because I don't even think I will get credit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Can I go back one? Yeah, I'm going to forfeit because I'm not putting a second character token into play. That's dumb. So, anyway, have you been playing Dreamlight Valley this evening, or are you doing something else with your time? If you care to share. Okay. Dumb. Dumb. I don't even... Like, Scramble Coin's fine. I'm not dying to play a Scramble Coin, ever. I just want the points. And since I have 2 duties right now to do Scramble Coin, it feels like I should. There's really no good place to put Scrooge right now. Well, I'll put him here, and then I'll do this. And hopefully get him out of this corner. That was a weird choice for Cogsworth. Do I want to put Olaf here? Do I want to make it more hard? Oh, I probably... Well, it doesn't matter. Scrooge's gonna be having trouble anyway in that corner. Haven't even played Scramble Coin since we got the update where we could turn it off. Oh, turn off the Scramble Coin requests. Did you turn yours off then? I don't ever pay attention to them anyway. Because I don't really play Scramble Coin that often, so I just ignore all the prompts. He put Jafar in play. I don't like it. Okay, so if I put one of y'all in here... Where are you going to go? You're going to go up here. Olaf is probably going to go here. So... Do I want Cogsworth or do I want Lumiere? I don't really want either one of them, to be honest. This is what happens when you don't think that hard. You're just like, none of my options are good. Who did this to me? Oh, wait, it was me. So many things you need to do in your valley, but if I turn it on now, I'd never sleep. Just gonna relax and watch a stream. Sounds fair to me. And that sounds like a wise choice. My husband and I have been playing Return to Moria on nights when I'm not streaming and doing other stuff. And, and we'll inevitably get to like 10:45, somewhere between like 10:45 and 11:15, and we'll kind of get up and stretch and go get drinks and stuff, and or like whatever we need to do at that point in the night, and then we'll be like, we probably shouldn't go back. Because when we first started playing it, it was during winter break for the kids, so we were staying up till like 1 and 2 in the morning, and that wasn't great for our regular schedule. Although honestly, it hasn't been terrible getting back into regular schedule. I kind of want to switch you out. Scrooge is in a terrible position. Where would I put you? I would put you here. And maybe we'll screw over his Cogsworth. And we'll just take advantage of the fact that Scrooge makes his own coin. Well, Cogsworth wasn't completely screwed, but 20. Where would I go? I would go there. No. Oh yeah, this is Cogsworth. I was like, wait, I'm switching out the wrong character. I am not. Okay. And then Olaf. Okay. Will it be enough? Ooh, Rapunzel, no! Ooh. Okay. So now we'll find out if it actually matters or not. It probably won't. Yeah, I don't care about this. Yeah, no, I don't care about any of this. What I care about are my... Oh! I heard the sound. I heard the sound. Oh! It counted! Huzzah! I'm so excited that counted. Oh my god. I hate doing that so much. I'm like, oh no. I just totally screwed myself. And that's 2 of 6 duties. And if I'm trying to get points, right? Wait. Prepare a 5-star meal. But I don't have a feed a person. So I'm not feeding a person. I'm just going to go down and cook. Okay, good. So FYI, pro tip. If you screw yourself over, you can still potentially not screw yourself over. Don't give up. Is that vague enough? Okay. I'm just... I need a 5-star meal, though, right? So let's just make a thing. Yeah. Done? Done. Oh, I love it when they give me two things that I can take care of at the same time. Ooh, time bending. I might actually have to make effort for time bending. Feed a crocodile, so I need a lobster. That would be ideal. 2 gifts. Catch 3 fish. Do I want? Let me look at that again. Feed a crocodile. Means I need a lobster. Go get a lot. Don't dicker. Just go get a damn lobster from the thing. I see it. I see it. I see these orange bubbles. Be a kingfish and not a fugu. I know it's raining. Man, I can't wait to get to tomorrow evening. I'm so looking... Fuck you and your swordfish. Alright, I have all of next week off, so I'm super excited to get through tomorrow. There's some stuff I wish I could have gotten done this week, but Wednesday I had a bunch of meetings, and tomorrow I have a bunch... No. Yes. Wednesday and Friday I have a bunch of meetings. Have had? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. I came down here to get a lobster and I got distracted by fishing. Don't do that. Go get fish. Well, go get lobster. And clear Moana's boat, because that's also a good idea to do. Just in general. Alright, alright, alright. Not in this box. Okay. I was like, oh, do I not have any lobster? Transfer. Okay. There we go. Huzzah! I really need to get rid of Hades, though. He's not a time bender. He's a digger. That's what he is. Oop. Okay. All the berry salad. So, the dream snap this week, I decided to set it in the glade. Not the glade. Yes, the glade. That's what this place is. And I didn't put it back to the way it was before. And so now it looks weird. I mean, part of the reason I went ahead and did it was because I knew eventually I'm going to do something over here. Okay, crocodile. You chill out. But it looks weird. It's exactly why I wouldn't, like, normally just decorate willy-nilly or, like, strip out existing landscaping in most games, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to screw it up. And I know that it's not, like, permanent. I know that it's just because I was like, put trees in it to make it not look empty. And it just looks weird to me. It's probably fine. It's definitely fine for just in-between time. But I stripped out this whole corner over here for my dream snaps this week. And I used Vanellope's house in it. Spoiler. That video is coming out tomorrow. It's a minor spoiler. But yeah, I definitely... Oh! So it was funny. A lot of people are really obsessed with these fireflies for their dream snaps because they glow and, like, in the sky and all of that. And they tend to use a ton of them from what I can tell. And I put some down in and amongst the forest because it's the Lost Woods or something like that is the prompt. And I actually didn't really care for how they looked. And so I timed my picture to where because they go through like a cycle of like flying around and then they'll stop. And I waited till they all stopped so I could snap my picture because I was like, I had so many trees down. I didn't want to have to go find them to pick them up and get them out of my picture. So I just waited till they weren't visible. Would love to have you come over to your valley for a tour. And if you need any materials, pretty much everything. I am not, like, I'm not completely adverse to visiting others or having, well, I don't know. That kind of stuff, like, stresses me out for no good reason. And it's not, like, and it's me. It's totally a me thing. But I appreciate the invitation. And maybe one day I will gain the, I don't know, gumption, I guess, to say, sure, I'll come visit. But that is not where I'm at right now. But maybe in the future I will take you up on it. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't like playing online games with other people either. Like, my husband really likes doing that. And he plays a lot of, like, team-based first-person shooter games. He's really obsessed with Marvel Rivals at the moment. And I'm just like, nope. I don't want to. We played Sea of Thieves for a while, and I really enjoyed the gameplay of Sea of Thieves, unless other people were around. And then I was just like, and that's enough for me. Exit. Because most of the time, the people were not nice in that game. Which I know it's a game about pirates, and pirates aren't really nice, but it was still frustrating. Okay, what else am I doing? Catch 3 fish. Harvest 3 spices. Find a time bender. I know that's not on my task list, but it is something I would like to do. You are not a time bender. Kind of hoping if I wander around long enough, I will find a person that does time bending. And I will remember. Totally understandable. Well, thank you. Offer will be there if you ever change your mind. I appreciate that. Don't visit valleys rarely ever either. I can't read or speak apparently, but I understand what you mean. But see, then I make fun of it, and then we can all just giggle at how ridiculous, you know, we all are. We can find solidarity in being ridiculous together. Well, and it's really funny because it's one of those things where the games like this get multiplayer modes, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds exciting, and then I'm like, but I don't want to do it. Like, they're doing that for Coral Island too. I actually have been out of the loop for Coral Island for so long now that I'm not sure if it's actually a thing yet or if they're still working towards multiplayer. I just know a lot of people are like really into that, you know? So I'm always excited for things that I know people really want, even if they're not for me or for me right now or that kind of thing, you know? Ooh. Oh, congratulations, you've completed this. Okay, so now what? Fished in the Sunlit Plateau. Sell 2 meals. Bring 2 gifts. Well, alright. Maybe I should see what Hades wants. Maybe he wants something really easy. I'm going to sell some berry salads because I've got them. So let's do... How do I have nutmeg on me? Why do I have nutmeg on me? Do I have it for a reason? Nobody eats that. I'm just going to sell it. If I need more of it, I'm sure there's more. Alright, sell 2 meals. Perfect. Now what? Fish. Oh, decorations in the Glade of Trust. Goodbye. I'm gonna go down there and do it. We'll do it cheap and easy. 3 chest whammo. Here it goes. Alright, alright. Oh no. Do it. I should probably do this time bending thing. If I hold out long enough, will I get like 4 time bending things at once? Because that would be amazing. I wonder if they like restrict that. Like only so many of the same type of thing crop up at any given time. Like 2 is the max or something. I don't know if I've ever held out long enough to see if they give me more than 2 of a similar type of task at any given time. That would be amazing though, wouldn't it? Like getting those 2 scramble coins done at the same time? That was awesome. How many hours have I played? Struggling to find the motivation to finish your star path? Not even half done yet. Oh no! Burnout sucks. Let me see. Does it tell me? Can I go without it screwing up my game? Not counting the time that I played when the game first came out with my kids. Oh god. Apparently, I've put over 1,200 hours into this game. Now, I will say that even though this is not the only game I have ever streamed, even after it's come out, I do spend at least 6 hours a week if I do both of my streams and they're both Dreamlight Valley. So 6 hours a week just for stream time. And that's not counting the stuff I do in between. So it's a lot. The caveat was, of course, that I had played this with my kids when this first came. This came to Game Pass. And I thought my kids would play it with me. So we made a character together, and then we played the first Star Path together. And then they were like, yeah, it's fine. We're not like super hyped to play it. So I was like, well, I'll make my own character. And then, you know, if you guys want to play, we'll play on your character, and then I can play my character so that I can keep doing stuff and don't have to wait on you guys to be here for it. And then I can't remember the last time we loaded up their character. So that's a different profile, so that time isn't on here. But it was the first Star Path worth of time, whatever that was. Not almost a half year. That'll be in March. Because it was September it came out. I remember, it was my birthday season. And I knew nothing about this game. I was just like, oh, it's Disney. That looks fun. Okay. I'm holding out. I'm holding out for the time bending to see if they give me another one. Have over 2,000 and still have so much to do, right? Feel like you're addicted? You know what, though? Apart from the time crunchy type stuff, it is definitely one of those games where you can pick it up and play, you know, push, or you can just... I'm just going to clear a biome today and that'll be fine. You know, I don't like missing out on stuff, but I also am at a point in my life now where, like, if I just simply don't have the time or the energy for it, I just, oh, well, I guess I'll miss that. You know, like the whole, what was it? It was some kind of celebration thing, and it had the cupcakes and the buttons and the popcorn buckets, and I just didn't have the time or the bandwidth to give to this game. I was doing other stuff. I think there was a Star Path happening at the same time, and I was just like, I don't have enough in me to do all of it. So if there were rewards and stuff involved in that, I didn't get any of them. Oh. Sorry. I got all excited. I was looking for her earlier. Come here. You are a time bender. I will take you with me. I got all super hyped because the fairy godmother was here. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to you. I mean, you're nice and all. But I don't actually want to speak with you. 2,000 hours is pretty impressive, though. And that might be why you're feeling burnt out right now, honestly. And honestly, the Star Path, while I appreciate that it's got lots of extra time in it, some of those duties are crazy, like, large. Just... like, they had a little bit of wiggle room and flexibility to them, but, you know, like 30, but there's, like, multiple colors of gems or types. I don't remember now because it's been a minute. I don't know how I just Iron Man my way through this Star Path. Probably because I'm feeling hyped about the game right now, but I have definitely been in periods of this game where I'm just like, I'll do stuff, but I'm not devoting all of my waking moments to it. And I can't remember when. There was a stream I remember, like, feeling like, I feel like I said something like the bloom is definitely off the rose, because when the game first came out and I first started getting into it, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna eat up all my time. But it comes in waves. I'm really hoping I keep up with both of the video series I'm working on, but burnout will definitely be the test, you know, or real life stuff where I end up not having time to do things. That's always a possibility. But I expect to burn out on this game again. And who knows when it'll happen or for how long or what. But I also feel like I have enough time in this game again to not... well, and it's not like I could start over anyway. I mean, I guess I could. But, like, I probably, you know, I won't. But that's the biggest problem I've had with games like Stardew Valley. I've started Stardew Valley like 5 times. I've never gotten all the way through that game. And I know that it can go on for ages, and there's lots of stuff now. So much more content than when I was playing it before. But that's one of those games where every time I start it, I feel like I have to start it over because I don't remember everything I was doing. Luckily for me, I haven't really done that to myself with Coral Island. The other big one that's in that same style is Graveyard Keeper. And I really like the fact that it was kind of morbid and darker than Stardew. But I've started that one like 4 or 5 times too. So grindy. Kind of over winter as well, because we've had so much snow here. Right. Tired of working for winter stuff I won't use till next year. Yeah, I get that. Like, it feels like I always tell myself I'm going to go, in the real world, go shopping for the holiday stuff. And sometimes I make it to the stores after the holiday so that I can get the stuff on clearance prices or sale prices. And I almost never do. I think I've made it out for like post-Valentine's candy a couple of times. I've made it out a couple of times for Halloween, you know, like on November 1st, you know, or November 2nd, something like that. Or I happen to be in the store when the stuff is still there but on clearance prices. But it's like, I'm already done with this holiday. I don't know if I have the energy to go get stuff that I'm not going to get to use for a year. Valentine's candy's different because my husband is a chocoholic. So buying chocolate at any time is not bad. And it doesn't matter what shape it is or what the wrappings look like. He will eat it no matter what. But yes, the Star Path is super grindy. We do have time though. So that's nice. Even if you wanted to take a break for like a week and kind of reset your brain for it, there's still 19 days. It's almost 3 weeks still. But that probably doesn't help with that feeling of you're kind of burnt out on it. The fact that there's so much time left. I wanted to push through it so I could get to, I don't know. I feel like I was just motivated this time. Like I wanted to just really push and get it done so it was done. I don't always feel like that. Sometimes I'm like in the last like 3 days. I've had one Star Path where I had one duty I didn't finish, and it was fishing for fugu. And I never felt like it was raining in the game when I was playing. Did I already get my stuff? One more time, bendy part. That's all I need. Okay. And yeah, that fugu one I just let go. Now, in hindsight, I wish I don't remember if it was at a time that we had the potions, but I wish I had thought of the potions because they do make a huge difference for fishing if you're looking for the rare stuff. Ooh, lots of stuff has spawned up here tonight. Good for that. Can I take that snowman down and just have it be a thing in my furniture menu? Will I have to log it in my spreadsheet? Probably. They have Easter and St. Patrick's Day stuff out already here. Oh, like in real life? Yeah, that's not shocking at all. I wish they would wait. When I worked retail, one of the ladies I worked with, she would always put everything out like as soon as we would get it in stock. So we would have like Christmas candy and Halloween candy out in September, and it was just like the Halloween candy, fine. The Christmas stuff, like don't put the pumpkins next to the trees. Stop that. And she's like, well, we got it in today. And I'm like, no, don't do that. I get really resentful when Christmas supersedes Halloween in the stores too. Like, I don't mind when it comes out closer to Halloween because theoretically people might want to start shopping, but it's like in September, I don't want to see Christmas. Like right now, I wouldn't mind it if we saw Valentine's Day, but Easter, what's next this year? Is Easter always after St. Patty's Day, or is it one of those weird things where sometimes it's before and sometimes it's after? I don't know. I don't keep track. I Google it when I need to know. I am also not religious, so I don't have like church stuff to remind me. Did I get the last thing? I did not. Okay. But like, pick the next one. Not 2 holidays out, you know? Especially when it's not for a couple months. It's just too much. Yes, you can put away the snowman in inventory just in case you want to put him away. Yeah, I was hoping for that. I'm gonna have to log him in my spreadsheet. Do I want to put him away now? I'm still in my winter clothes. It's we still have snow on the ground here. I kind of use my real life season unless it's like the holiday. Like if I lived in a part of the world where this time of year was warm, like Australia, I probably wouldn't still be in winter gear. Like I'd probably do it for whatever holidays and then switch back to seasonally appropriate clothing. But because it's actually cold here, I don't mind keeping my wintry outfit on. Although I do feel very formal in it. Maybe I'll do that next week. Oh, so that was another thing. I'm working on this decor series, and I had filmed the process for my parlor. But I did not reveal the segment for the video for the reveal, because I do the whole process, and then I put it in high speed, and then I cut out, you know, things where I was looking at my spreadsheet, or like going to Scrooge's shop and stuff like that. But then I high speed it so that it doesn't take an hour or however long it takes me to actually do the decorating. And then I do a real-time reveal video, so I kind of go in and pan around. I don't know if you've watched any of those videos yet, or if you plan to. No pressure or anything. I feel like I phrased that like I was implying, go watch my videos. That's not what that meant. But I had filmed the process for the parlor, but I didn't film the reveal. And then I had this realization that I had changed my character's outfit and had not saved the outfit. And I was like, okay, there's a couple different ways you could deal with this. You could try and recreate the outfit and just hope it's close enough. Not that the outfit was like super complicated. Or you could just make it a joke and just be like, well, I didn't remember to film this part and now my character looks completely different. I was able to recreate it and now I've saved it as a favorite so I can have the same outfit. But yes. Do I want to take him now? Oh, look, you can even tell I don't have any in inventory. I'll leave him for now because it's still winter here. It's supposed to get super cold next week. Again, I'm not happy about it. Who followed me on Instagram and Facebook as well, by the way. Oh, thank you. Courtney, in case you can see random people pop up. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, nice to meet you. And thank you for those follows. I don't do a ton of stuff on Instagram and Facebook. I'm really not great with, you know, variety of content. But I'm also trying to, like, go slow in the whole thing. So me adding 2 video series at once is kind of a lot, and I think it's more about the fact that I feel more energetic right now than I usually do at this time of year. Usually I'm in like recoup mode and almost hibernate mode, and I don't feel that way right now, which for all I know it's gonna bite me in the ass during like summer, and that's gonna kind of suck because summer's a great time to be productive, you know, because there's warmth and, you know, a little bit more flexibility with schedules and stuff like that. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I eventually would like to get more stuff going on the Facebook and Instagram side of things, but they'll come when they come, you know. I'm a big fan of things that are meant to happen when they're meant to happen. Haven't posted anything on social media in years. Yeah. Just like supporting, giving the hit, and meeting some new people. Awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, not to say I expect people to just like my stuff, but I'm surprised. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's like a weird thing to say. I'm surprised how many people don't give thumbs up. So for as many views as some things get, how few people actually thumbs things up. But it also made me start looking at some of the content creators I watch. And years ago, I started making sure I gave a thumbs up to videos that I enjoyed. but you look at like the number of views and the number of likes, and the percentage is actually quite small. So I was just like, I probably should have expected that. So I wonder why people don't do it. Maybe they just don't think about it, But it's nice, to like once I realized the real benefit of like subscribing and watching and thumbs upping, and even before I started doing my own content stuff, I was like, I should probably do that, even if it's just psychologically beneficial to the person, like even if it doesn't mean anything else. And so, yeah, it's just doing this kind of thing makes you start looking at things a little bit differently too. And then not taking it personal. Like that's a big part of, I think, being like putting yourself out on the internet too. It's just like trying not to take things personal, because who knows what it means really. I remember when I got my first thumbs down and I was just like, oh, okay. And then I was like, well, maybe they just, like I'm not their cup of tea, which is totally fair because I am definitely not for everybody. I don't think. I don't think anybody's really for everybody, but I always wondered what it would be like to get my first thumbs down. And I was like, oh, this is what it's like. Okay. Well, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm still getting more thumbs up than thumbs down. Maybe if I got more thumbs down than anything else, it might, like, hurt. But I'm trying not to let that kind of stuff have power over me. Because I don't need to wallow. I need to keep taking steps forward. This definitely always like the videos. I enjoy to give a hit and support. Yep. Of course, I used to use liked videos to go back and try and find things that I had seen before, and now I don't even know. I don't remember the last time I even looked at how many videos were in my liked videos. I just remember the last time I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's a lot of videos. I'm never going to find anything in there. Maybe if I Google, like, there's like a search function. So I have a million, like, playlists, like private playlists of different stuff that I've saved. So that I can find content again. I have a couple that are named for, like, watch with so-and-so, like watch with my husband or watch with my kid, or just so that I can share stuff with them that I think they will enjoy. Although now my son has a phone, so I just send him videos now. But that was before any of us had smartphones, because we didn't have smartphones for the longest time. Did I get my thing yet? I'm just running around and I already got it. Autopilot. It's a bitch. All right. Oh, easy points, easy points. Look at us go. Here we go. Excellent. Oh, I'm not going to get to 30,000. Oh, I might. Well, no, maybe not. Can I get almost, well, 8,500 points in 30 minutes? Probably not. Okay. Maybe if I stop getting distracted and keeping doing tasks that I don't actually need to keep doing. Okay. Prepare a 1-star meal. I could do these. Well, kingfish being a pain in my butt tonight. 3 fish in the sunlit plateau. Okay. Okay. We're focused. Focused. What does the fairy godmother want? What do you want besides everyone to follow their dreams? No. I have something to give you. What do you want? Sweet herring and a blue star lily. That's not that difficult to manage, actually. And I need to cook a thing. So if I cook a thing, and then I give her the cooked thing, and then I go get her a flower, that's the wrong thing to do. I could take care of 2 tasks. Okay. No, it's fine. It's not you. I'm letting myself get distracted. I would probably do that anyway, because brains are weird. And honestly, I would rather be distracted and enjoy a good conversation than worry too much about being as productive as possible. It's a video game, right? It's just a video game. It's fine. Okay. There was something in the glade? What was in the glade? Nope. My brain won't give it to me. Oh, it's the flower. It's the flower that I need to go get. Which color flower was it? I'm just going to look in the menu because I don't want to... Blue star lily. It's not down here. It's not a marsh milkweed. It's a star lily. Where are the star lilies? Are they in the forest of valor? Is that where it is? I think. I don't really pay attention to which flowers come from where now, because most of my flowers come from Beast's stall. And I scour and then I shove them in the boxes next to Beast's stall so that I don't have to think hard. You noticing a theme here? I like doing it in a way that I don't have to think hard. Blue star lily. And then... But you know what? I actually was thinking about it because I've been seeing more videos. I saw something crop up about the last DreamSnaps. And I was like, there's part of me that wants to look at that stuff because now that I'm making DreamSnaps content, I'm like, inevitably I'm going to run into something about it. Like, I feel like I'm going to get some kind of interaction about it from someone who feels very passionately about it. And I'm always trying to think about like how I could diplomatically address it. And it just keeps coming back to like, I want people to just relax and have fun. I mean, if that's how you have fun with the DreamSnaps, then by all means, go ahead. To each their own. But I also don't want like, I want to encourage more people to just have fun with it. I've been having a lot of fun doing the DreamSnaps I've been doing. I really enjoyed all 3 from this year so far. And I know they're more detailed than, you know, just a simple click and done. But I'm not doing it because I want to make it more complicated. I'm doing it because I'm actually enjoying the practice. And I want to encourage more people to just be like I've been intentionally not pushing tags. I can't remember how many. I think we needed like, does it tell us here? Yeah, we needed like 5 outdoors and 4 rustic. And I think I might have had 6 and 5 or like 7 and 5 or something like that. I didn't have a lot because I didn't want to use the stuff. It was just like, I'm going to put enough in to get the tag requirement, and then I'm going to focus on the concept that I had for it. And it was enjoyable, you know? And I hope that, you know, maybe someone out there who's like, I shouldn't do it because I see all these really cool, complicated things. And it's like, it doesn't have to be all that. It doesn't even have to be as elaborate as I've been making mine. I'm just happen to be enjoying it at the moment. There have been plenty of DreamSnaps where I've just been like, put one thing down, try and frame it a little bit, click, you know? Like, I'm not going to overthink it. Cuddle your pet, you know? Take a picture. 2 for 1 deal on fishing task. Fishing, yeah. Think fishing is your least favorite activity? Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up for me between time bending and fishing. For sure. Okay, so let's go over there and do that. It's not there. It's here. I wish the kingfish were up here too. Then I can get 3 done at once. So that is 3 fishing-related tasks, although I can't finish all 3 of them simultaneously. There is no way to do that. So that's okay. But yes, I've been like, should I look at the stuff that's like super hyped about DreamSnaps? And I'm always like, I don't know, that seems like a lot of drama. And then you see, I don't know how much time you spend on social media, but like, there's a couple of Facebook groups I'm in where I don't really participate a lot unless I have like something to add to a conversation. I don't participate in a lot of text-based conversations. I'm much more comfortable. I have like weird opposite anxiety where a lot of people have trouble like talking face to face, and I actually have more difficulty talking in like chat-based threads. So Discord really stresses me out. Half the comments I type into Facebook threads I delete because I get stressed out about what if I have to have the energy to have, you know, like a back and forth. Sometimes it's not so bad, but like depending on what the conversation is, especially if it's a more heated discussion, like I don't know if I have the bandwidth to type this out and then wait for a reply and then maybe have to reply to that reply and maybe more than once. So I'm just like, nope, just delete it. Scroll. But oh, there was a reason I brought that up. What were we talking about just before then? Or what was I rambling on about just before then? Hell if I remember now. My brain will give it to me or it won't. Oh, but I think I brought it up just because I have a better time talking to people's faces, which usually social anxiety goes the other direction. Usually people are more comfortable talking in like chat forums or posts, threads, that kind of thing. And that is not me. Which is probably why I have no problem just sitting here yammering on and on and on. But when people are like, hey, what's your Discord? I'm like, nope, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to people in there. Talking about DreamSnaps. Oh, yeah. So, like, like, so there's a group that I'm in, and there's usually lots of, like, hey, advice for this, or hey, help with this, or hey, do you know, like, because some of them are, like, local groups. Hey, does anybody know where a good whatever restaurant, or good place to go out, or take your kids, or whatever. And then there's some posts that come up that are all drama. Like, my ex is doing this, or this is happening with my in-laws, or, you know, because they're, like, family-based groups, a couple of them. And then inevitably people will put in the comments the picture of Michael Jackson and Thriller eating popcorn. And there's part of me that wants to, like, go view some of that kind of, like, heavily emotionally invested DreamSnaps content and sit there like that meme. Just, like, watching the drama, but not participating in the drama. That was a long story, including me losing track of it to get to that moment. Hopefully it was worth it in a mildly entertaining sort of way. End up spending 2 to 3 hours on your DreamSnap just because you love decorating and designing things, so you enjoy it very much and totally stress-free. See, that's how it should be, I think. Like, if you're having fun with it and just that's what you want to do, I just don't have the time. And even if I did, I don't know if I'd spend that much time because decorating is not my favorite thing. I definitely prefer questing and obsessively hoarding things. I want to hoard the things and not use the things. I am definitely... I've seen people poke fun at people like who play RPGs and save all the potions for that big fight at the end and do all the side quests, and then you're way overpowered and never use the potions. Like, I am that player. That is who I am. But I have a terrible time with consuming stuff like that. So that's probably why I don't mind, like, collecting all the sticks and not using all the sticks. And then now that I'm decorating, I'm like, oh crap, I need way more sticks than I thought I was ever going to need.
Hey, check this.
I remembered 4 spots on Dazzle Beach. Oh, Glimmer, really? All right. Harvest 3 coconuts, feed a sea turtle, sell 5 fruits. Those things are all easy. Oh, I need to eat again. Should I go drop off my time bendy crap? Probably drop off my time bendy crap. Well, if you end up watching some of my decor stuff, I was saying earlier before you got in that I did a mud room, and it's actually the first room I've done where I felt like, for the series, I mean, where I feel like it's kind of my style or closer to my style, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the process. I was surprised how much I was like, I wouldn't moved sounds too extreme, but like how much it made me feel happy. Like, I was very pleasantly surprised that it had that effect on me. And I was like, this is the point. And I'm hoping to encourage other people who feel like they can't decorate very well to also just do it anyway. Even if, you know, you see other people making stuff and it's intimidating because they're so good at it. Don't have empty rooms just because you don't think your stuff is ever going to be as good as what you see online. And if I can influence one person to do that, then that will make it all worth it. And well, technically, if I can influence 2 people, because I'm already influencing myself to do it, right? Definitely check out. Thank you. Oh, you get taken off. Get some sleep. Well, I hope you get good sleep, and thanks for coming in, even though it's late over there. All right. But yeah, I want more people to just relax and have fun. Life is too stressful to let it take over your game life too. This is the escape. Why is she invisible so much now? I know she's supposed to be glitchy. But this is the second or third time I've seen Vanellope just being like, oh, there she is. Hello. Just being the little dreamlight, I guess, is what it is. All right, babes, you're being totally glitchy. Totally. I'm going to drop off fish, too. And then we're mining 4 spots down here, right? That's what we're seeing? Ooh. Yep, I'm not going to get that many more points. About 15 more minutes. Nope. That's okay, because I started out with just over 16,000. So I've made over 5,000 points tonight. And every little bit of Dreamlight will add up to be another floating island. So, you know, sometimes the headphones don't hurt my ears, and other nights it's just like, my glasses don't help either. Because if they're sitting just wrong enough, then everything's just extra pinched with the glasses and the headphones. I'd love to get new glasses this year, though. I am in desperate need of them. I have finally gotten to the point where I need... They don't call them bifocals anymore, right? They call them something else now. But I need them. Although I am torn because I wonder how annoying it's going to be to have to learn just to look at through different parts of my glass lens to see up close or to see far away. I think it was my dad who I was talking to where he's like, I still pull my glasses down even though he's got the... They don't call them bifocals anymore. What do they call them now? I'm going to Google it. Google to the rescue. What are bifocals called now? There we go. Progressive lenses or multifocal. You know, and I almost said multifocal, but it was the progressive lenses. That was what I was thinking of, that I couldn't remember the name. Okay. Oh, one more of those. I already fed you. Sell 5 fruits. We'll go up and do coconuts in a minute, but I want to get this last mining spot. All right. All right. Ooh, 22,000. Cha-cha-cha-cha. This is not what I'm looking at. Mine 4 rock spots in the Glade of Trust. I'm doing coconuts and selling 5 fruits. coconuts are not over here. Coconuts are over here. Okay. All right. And then feeding a fox. 3 decorations to the plaza. What do you mean I need to put 3 chests in the plaza? I remember, like, early game when Scrooge makes you decorate in places, and it was like I had so few furniture items that I would just, like, grab 5 random objects and just stick them down and then get credit for the quest. Because I was, like, so not into decorating early game that I was just like, oh, I know what's happening. Suddenly I heard shouting outside. This is the wrong button. Oh yeah, so now I have my decor series outfit saved so that I don't have to panic and go, oh no, I don't have the same outfit on. It's fine. It really wouldn't matter even if I did. Like, I could still be like, so, change my outfit. And I probably will over time. So when I first made the segments for the decorating series, I recorded an intro and an outro voiceover and then just used some in-game footage of my character. And I don't know what settings I had not tweaked yet, but it's like some of the movements really pixelated. And at the time I was like, either you can take who knows how long to troubleshoot and delay what you want to do content-wise, or you can just deal with what you've got, accept the fact that it's not perfect yet, and it's probably never going to be perfect, but accept, like, this is the quality it is right now, and just make the most of it, just make the best of it. And so that's what I've done. I'm just like, you know what? I want to make this content, and at the time I didn't know what I needed to fix, and I was like, it's fine. It's fine for now. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if most people skip the intro and don't watch the outro anyway. But since I've recorded those and they're meant to be put on every video, it's always possible that the process video could be in a different outfit, but now I have saved my outfit, so I can be consistent if I really want to. And the library part of me is like, do it. Be consistent. All right. So, I hit the wrong button. Glade of Trust. More time bending stuff. I might wait to see if I get another time bendy thing, but first. The Glimmer is time bendy, but it's not time bendy with a friend. So let's go down and do, you know what? I should just track it. It'll go away quick, but I'm getting to the point in the stream, which should be over in about 10 minutes anyway, where the autopilot is starting to malfunction in my brain. And, you know, I'm starting to just kind of get a little loopy, because that's what happens near the end of my streams. My brain's just like, do what now? Okay, so if you are a fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, if you ever hear the phrase, do what now? Can you hear anything but Meatwad? Let me know in the comments. Oh no, I said a YouTuber phrase, and then I felt really awkward for saying it, and now we're pointing out how awkward it was. And that's just how we do things here. Alright. But yeah, every time I hear the phrase, do what now? In my brain I hear, do what now? In Meatwad's voice. Oh man, I showed my older son some clips from Robot Chicken, like fart jokes from Robot Chicken, and he was just like, I can't take it. Which I thought was pretty funny, because they weren't like, some jokes on Robot Chicken get pretty over the top, but these were relatively tame ones, and I'm just like, oh man. Like, I'm both like, well, that probably means that we've done a good job of, like, raising him, where he's just like, what the hell are we watching? And then, but also like, wow, 14-year-olds are different these days. All right. Feed a fox, sell 2 fish. All right, let's go up to the Frosted Heights. And with any luck, I will catch a white sturgeon. I don't really have to feed him a white sturgeon. I think I can feed him anything that comes out of the water. Well, any fish. I can't remember if they like crab, but I don't think I'd want to feed him crab anyway. Right. I did bring myself a backup beverage, and I actually started to open it, so hopefully the carbonation doesn't suck now. Because I literally just like barely popped the seal and went, oh, I don't need this open yet. But something about grabbing the can out of the fridge was just like, oh, and open it. Again, autopilot malfunctioning. I also feel like my brain's a little bit already on, like, I'm not going anywhere. Is it a staycation? But like already kind of in vacation mode since I'm not working next week. Well, not working at work next week anyway. I will be working at home. But like my brain's already in that mode. Which I don't take a lot of vacations, but I work with people who do. And I swear the Friday before they take vacations, they're always just like a little out of it. Because they're already kind of in the mode to be off. All right. So, can I feed a fox a salmon? Can we do that? If I can find a fox. Oh, I see you. I see you. Hi. Oh, I need to chase you. It's a chase me situation. So, I can't remember if my husband actually got the shirt or if it's just a shirt that we have seen online for sale. But it's like I speak fluent movie quotes or something like that. It's something to that effect. And I feel like every time I say something that triggers a memory, I'm just like, I wonder how many other people's brains are like this. Because the chase me thing is... reminds me of a stand-up routine. So I hear it in the voice of that stand-up comedian.
Hey there.
Hey there. Would you take these? Do I need to give you anything else? I could probably give you that. And I could probably give you this. And I think that's everything I want to give you. Yes, yes. Sell those fish. Fantastic. Mine 4 rock spots in the Forest of Valor. Add 3 decorations to Dazzle Beach. I can do all of that. Oh. How about we open this drink? 3 minutes to go. Fan-frickin-tastic. We love it. All right. What am I doing down here? I'm putting decorations. No. I'm putting decorations. Oh man, that's the other thing I do in both my DreamSnaps and Decor series. And I'm just like, I do it way more, I think, when I'm doing those, partially because I'm focused on like doing those specific tasks, essentially. But I keep doing like this when I mean to go to my camera, because V goes to your wardrobe. Oh, speaking of, I never changed back into... Nope. I never changed my glasses back. So we'll just do that. But in camera mode, you know, you get in here and then you hit V, same button, to do the zoom out. And a lot of my DreamSnaps, I like to do the zoom out anyway. But I'm constantly hitting V before I go into camera mode. And I'm like, well, I'm glad this isn't high speed, because I do that like 4 times in a row sometimes, where I'm just like, this is dumb. Stop hitting the wrong button like 4 times in a row. Okay. Was there anything else? Feed a sunbird. Prepare a 3-star meal or better. Do I want... It doesn't matter what flower. They like flowers. I don't have to give them their favorite food. I feel like their everyone's favorite foods in the valley are taken care of. So I feel like all I have to do now is just feed people. And by people, I mean critters. Which is not what people are. Sometimes I feel weird calling the characters people. Because they're not human. Are they still people even when they're not human? Probably, right? People doesn't inherently mean human, does it?
Well, what do you know?
Maybe it's hard to know that because, like, we don't have duck people walking around in real life. So we don't ever have a reason to say people in reference to them in real life. Okay, brains are weird. Things are getting tired. Talking about duck people in real life to know if I would call them people. Okay. So my husband enjoys being, like, really silly. And my friend from high school met him years ago. And, you know, we were talking about what he was like and, like, you know how your friends will weigh in their opinions. And she was just like, I have never met anybody that would laugh so hard at their own jokes. And he's like, well, I want someone to be amused. So sometimes when I get silly like that near the end of a stream, honestly, it doesn't even have to be the end of a stream, because sometimes I'm just silly, just not being tired. I don't know. Because brains are weird. But, that's a flower. Am I not seeing any birds, or am I just walking around and completely missing them? Trying to see if I'm catching any movement in the distance. But yeah, sometimes when I get really silly on stream, it's just like, well, at least I'm amused. The children are getting to bed late. Tomorrow's gonna suck a little bit, I think. Oh well. Dad gave them a little bit of leeway, which turned into a lot of bit of leeway, it sounds like. Where are sunbirds? Is there no sunbirds out tonight? I mean, I know their name is sunbirds, but... You know what I should do? I've been thinking about doing this for ages, and I don't know why I haven't. I don't know why I haven't moved this. But there. It's now moved. Because I've been thinking about doing that for a while. Every time I have to come to the Sunlit Plateau, like every time I teleport here, so that... And actually another thing, is that all part of their... Okay, that is. Can I move that? I put them over here because this was where there was like a... Actually, I think it was the Vitalis Mines first, originally. Oh no, I can't move that. I want to turn their cave. But I can't remember if I put that there or if that was where it was in the game. Uh-oh. There, a bird has shown up. Thank you. Would you please take this? Yes. Oh, the children are making weird noises. Theoretically, my microphone should not pick it up, but anytime they're making noise in the hallway, I'm just like, well, is this the test? What is that? Oh. How long has that been there? Probably since Buzz lived there. I do like how Buzz's house looks in the bind, though. I think it looks really cute over there. I'm looking forward to making a little campsite. What button? Alright, can I move you over here? It will eventually change that. Okay, but... Oh, lordy be. There it is again. Oh, that's not exactly how I want it turned anyway. Okay, there's a stick that's giving me trouble. You give him some trouble. What is that from? That's also from like a movie. What is that from? Oh no. Is that from Princess Bride? I think that's where that's from. You give him some trouble. Who says that? Oh, I can almost, like, right on the tip. Right on the tip of my brain, right on the tip of my tongue. Oh, it's, when Inigo is drunk and they're trying to, like, clear out the town and there's a Spaniard that's giving us some trouble. There it is. Okay, that was gonna bother me if I couldn't remember when that was from. Oh, I need to put play in here? Yeah. Even though I could take that to a different box. It's not like my inventory's gotten crazy tonight because I haven't been scouring. Okay. So now harvest 3 lemons. 4 rock spots in the forest. Let's go do lemons real quick and see what we get in return for that. Where are we at? Just past 3 hours? Okay. Well, once I do this and see what we get. Oh, harvest 3. Now the game is going to start being like, here's really easy ones. Here, another really easy one. Another really easy one. Feed a raven. Balls. I have that. I purposefully made cakes for them. All right. Where are you?
We have to stop Ursula from taking.
The only thing I think that was really frustrating about the DreamSnaps this week was I kept having people walk through my shot because I did like I wanted to have a lot of distance so the stuff in the background was there but out of focus. And man, Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Ariel, I was just like, oh no! I didn't mean to feed you that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If I feed you something better, will it count? Will it count? Can I give you something better? I hope that something better comes along. That is another thing from another movie. That's from the Muppet movie. Okay. Feed a raven. Prepare a meal. Popsicle. Okay. Well, that's also very easy. See, it's like the game knows I'm trying to like wrap it up. Because now it's like, oh, how about another really easy task? How about another easy task? Would you like some more easy tasks? Not grapes. I can have an apple though. Oh, that's not a popsicle. Shit. Any fruit except for the fruit you chose. Blueberry. Will that give me a popsicle? No. Oh! It still used the grape. That was the point, was not to use the grape, damn it. Alright. Mine 2 minerals. Well, I have to go mine in the forest. So now, while this is a little bit more time consuming, not a lot, but a little bit, it now gives me 2. The game knows. It knows when you're trying to wrap it up, and then it's like potato chips. Just one more thing, just one more bite, just one more. It won't take long, I promise. This is where I mine 4 rock spots and then I don't get 2 minerals. Is that a chest? No, it tricked me. The flower tricked me. It's okay. Trying to think. We have so much time until new content arrives, though. I wonder if they really need the time, though. I wonder if that's another reason for making it extended. Is to give them more time to deal with some upcoming content and also more bug fixing. So that's interesting, you know. Okay, that's 1 mineral. But I didn't get it in 4 rock spots, did I? What was the new duty? I didn't even notice. What was the new duty? 3 fish in the Forest of Valor. Oh, and we're already in the Forest of Valor. So again, it's like the game knows. Like, oh, you're already in the Forest of Valor? Well, it wouldn't take you that much to go fish here, right? Just give you this really super convenient task to do. Well, yeah, and Daisy's house isn't here anymore. This is kind of what happened with the Veil, though. This is how I ended up getting so many points in the Veil. Oh, shit. Handy that. Oh, I don't have the stamina. No! Was that all the fish? Wow. I think I actually might have gotten all the fish. Or I just didn't see the fish disappear that I missed. And either way, it makes me feel good. All right. Ooh, 25,000. Look at me go. Am I eating this popsicle? Am I eating this apple sorbet? Yeah, maybe. Let's get them out of my inventory. Sure. Let's do that. All right. So the minerals don't have to come from here. All right. Wait, look. 3 decorations in the Sunlit Plateau. How many people actually try and do real decorating for that? 4 rock spots in the frosted ice. You know, I'm kind of glad I went ahead and just did the decorating thing first, because I was like, oh, I could just mine while I'm over there. But now I actually have a quest for mining, or a task, I should say, for mining. So, awesome. We'll just do that. We should be wrapping up the stream, though. I have to be up at about 5:45. Well, not up, but up-ish. We're working on getting my 14-year-old into his own, like, getting up and managing himself. Because it's time. It might be past time in some people's opinions. I feel like I was already getting up by myself at this point. But regardless of whether or not you think it's later than it should be, or whether or not it's later than what it was for me, kind of irrelevant, because we're here now and this is what's happening. But we're working on it, but in order to make sure people do not have to drive him to school, I get up and I lay down on the couch to help him, you know, hey, you're running out of time, you better get your butt in gear kind of stuff. But it works out for me to some extent, because then I usually end up having time to do stuff like to wake up gradually. And if you have been with me for a long time, you may already know this, but if you have not or don't know this, then what am I doing? Harvesting 3 raspberries and feeding a rabbit. Okay, we can do that. Last year, I made a concerted effort to take smaller steps more frequently as far as things that I find challenging to incorporate. Examples of that would be getting up earlier, exercising, drinking water. Now, I'm not drinking more water unless you count drinking canned sparkling water, which I do, but I'm not like drinking just plain water throughout the day. I'm still not drinking a ton of water. I should be drinking more. I do count this as an improvement over drinking soda all the time, so there's that. And yes, I still drink Monster, but I don't drink a bunch of them. I have one maybe in a day, maybe. Typically when I'm doing stuff like streaming at night so I don't fall asleep on camera, which I have almost done a few times. But not for a long time, actually. But one of those things is getting up in the morning. And last year I decided that, because for a long time it was like, oh, if I get up earlier, then I can do exercising, or I can do more, get more chores done, or I can, work on content stuff. And it was one of those habits that I just never got better at. Like, I would try and fail and try and fail and try and fail. Which I know a lot of people get into that cycle of, I'm going to try to do better at stuff. And then it falls apart however long it takes people. Like, New Year's resolution. By February, a lot of people are not doing those resolutions anymore. That kind of thing. So I was like, instead of, I'm going to get up, and I was just like, I'm just going to get up. And until getting up is no longer a big problem for me, I'm not going to force myself to then also have to do exercising, which is also one of those things where if I start it, I don't continue it forever because I haven't, built up the habit. So the first habit I have to work on is getting up. And so instead of getting up and doing something productive, whatever that means to you, there are lots of things it means to me. I just focused on getting up. And then my reward was, and now I can play my video game in peace and quiet and just wake up slowly until, like, I have to get my other kid ready for school and then get myself ready for work. And over time, I started going, you know what? I could probably do 15 minutes of editing today. Or I really want to get this done. And, like, slowly, production has entered into the morning routine. And I let it develop on its own instead of forcing myself, which usually leads to burnout, which then leads to me not doing the thing. So, although I'm still getting up with my son, and he probably should be focusing a little bit more on getting it done himself, I don't mind the fact that I have motivation to get up. I don't get up and start immediately doing anything at 5:45 in the morning. But by 6:15... I am far better now about going, you know what, you just get up. You're going to be tired anyway. Like, if you lay back down for another 15 to 30 minutes before your other child has to get up, and he's 7, so he needs more help. But if you get up now, then you'll actually have some time to wake up by yourself, or maybe your husband will wake up. Usually he sleeps a little bit later too. He goes to work earlier than I do, but anyway, it just works out where I can usually give myself, about 30 minutes of time to just myself, to just wake up, to maybe or maybe not be productive. And I've found how I really enjoy having just a little bit of time, even if it's not anything productive, even if it's just sitting here sipping some coffee and just dicking around, because it's just peaceful. And it's not pressuring, it's not full of pressure, which a lot of other stuff that I deal with does produce pressure. Okay. I thought I just added 3 decorations to the Frosted Heights. Did I not collect the reward before? Did I not do it? Did I take them down before I got the credit? I bet I did. All right, cook with seafood. Okay. How are we doing? 318. Okay. So, I need to get rid of these chests. Oh, that's the other thing. And I don't know if anybody is still in here. 25,000. Look how freaking close I got to getting 2 floating islands unlocked. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm sitting here going, how many more of these tasks can I get done in 10 minutes and just be done at 3 hours and 30 minutes? I don't know if I can get to... You know what? I'm not going to do it. You know why? Because what if I need some Dreamlight and I make just enough to buy 2 floating islands, and then I need Dreamlight tomorrow and I need to push to like grind out some more Dream... I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm going to save some Dreamlight instead of pushing to get 2 floating islands. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to drive myself nutty. All right. So we are doing what now? Tea. Oh, they all are. I didn't look. Forest Island. Which ones do I want? Well, I don't think it really matters. I don't think I'm like super hyped for any particular biome. I'd probably be more hyped for Ever After, the Tangle, and the Forgotten Lands. Those would probably be just because I like spooky atmosphere. The Glade, maybe. Unlock. Purchase. Let's just go there for funsies. I'm sure it's just a big flat area. Yep. Just like I expected it to be. But that's okay. It's foggy. And we love a foggy. Look how foggy it is. It's my favorite. Now, can you do this up here? No. Can you do this up here? Oh, that's right, you can. Should have known. Does it produce anything? It produces experience points. Because she's gaining friendship experience. She's level 10 already, but they still show you. Alright, I don't need to do that because nothing happens. Alright. But yes, just a big open area, just like it should be. Alright. This is not what I want. Anyway, I feel like I've had a few unfinished thoughts, but that's just inevitable. Alright, let's go back down to the plaza. What else do I need to do before I am done? I don't think I need to do anything else. I think we're good. So I bought a floating island. 2 to go. Leaves me with 10,000 points, which is great, just in case I need it. I've already bought stuff in the shop. I did make... Oh, that's what I was going to say. So now that we've gotten the results for the first DreamSnaps that I've done for my series, which is the New Year's celebration, I'm going to put a pinned comment in the video when I get my results that show my rank, my score, and the amount of moonstones I got for it, and how long I spent. I expect that if someone shows up and who feels really strongly about the whole DreamSnaps process and reward system and voting system, I expect to have eventually somebody say, you didn't take, I can't believe you made that many moonstones for how little time you took. I've already kind of mentally prepared for that inevitability because I feel like it probably is, because there's a really passionate community for DreamSnaps out there. But the reason I'm putting that information in a pinned comment is motivated by trying to encourage others to also participate in the DreamSnaps, because it can be a very intimidating space to step into, especially if you don't feel very comfortable with the whole process. But you should just do it. Just do it anyway. There have been things that I've really liked that I didn't get very many points for. There have been things that I'm like, wow, I got more points than I expected. The submission that, well, first of all, top submissions for this week, very elaborate. Honestly, I really like this one. I just wish, like, the monkey, like, his little hat blends into the balloons. I wish I could see that a little better. And then these gold things, I almost wish they weren't quite so shiny, because I feel like this whole center section kind of disappears. But I thought this was super cute. Still really busy. but I like the look of it for sure. And then this one, it's just too much for me. They obviously put a ton of effort in it, and I know that obviously people really like it because it's one of the top 3 submissions, right? But it's just so much. Like, it's hard to see what's going on. Like, I think that's the rabbit, right? But like, it takes me a while to go, what? You know, maybe if it's full screen, it wouldn't. That's a lot. It's beautiful, but it's a lot of stuff, you know. And that's, you know, to each their own. But this, if you are intimidated by getting into DreamSnaps, and these things, these kind of pictures are what's holding you back, don't let it hold you back. Because you can have fun with it, and it can be simple or elaborate. Look at, I mean, mine, I didn't think I was going to do very well, because when I kept seeing everybody online, they were all doing these really elaborate outdoor fireworks, formal events, you know, very fancy, you know, black tie looking outfits and all, like, big crowds. And I'm like, but my New Year's are usually spent home in comfy clothes, on my comfy couch, you know, watching something with my husband or playing video games or whatever. And so the thought of this kind of scene that I made, where it's like we have all these wonderful snacks in a fancy world, I would have shrimp cocktail every, you know, board game night because I love shrimp. You know, with some friends on like cozy chairs, and just, you know, it would be a night in. So I was surprised that I got 1,500 moonstones for this, because I just expected everyone to go for the really fancy designs. And yeah, so I did it, and I was like, this is all right. I like it. I don't expect to get anything for it, really. And then I did. So you just never know what you're gonna get for what you produce. And people, the way people vote could be any number of things. So don't focus so much on that or who your competition is going to be. Just create something because it's fun, and get some free moonstones out of it. I mean, even if you're just getting the minimum, vote 10 times and submit something, and there's 350 moonstones every single week. That's my words of encouragement. Be encouraged. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it, and new DreamSnaps video comes out tomorrow. Should be a quote of the day on Saturday. Should be a stream on Sunday. Gosh, I'm doing so much stuff right now. I feel like I'm doing too much, but I'm also excited. So when you're in excited production mode, you know, write it out, right? We'll see how long it lasts. And then Monday will be another decor video. So a lot going on, but I'm excited about it. And tune in for all or none or some or whatever you feel like, and do the thumb things and the click things. And other than that, I hope you have a lovely day, night, time, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye.